Start recording. That is a 5, a 4, a 3, 2, a 1. And welcome everybody to another episode of Rocks Fall Everyone Dice. I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 198. Johnny, what happened last time?
Well, last time we took names and kicked ass.
Yeah.
We managed to somehow survive through Strom getting seduced by every other demon on the board, and just getting our shit royally wrecked by everybody. A long and short of it, we did exorcise the spirit of Petrina from Princess Aurelia, the Lion Empress, who still physically body of an adult woman, but has been restored to her original mental state.
So, really quick on that. Was she, like... So, that's how long Petrina... that's how long she's been in there? Since she was a child?
No.
So...
She's, like, magically aged up.
Okay. So even though she's an adult now, she's got the mentality of what she was before she got aged up. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she was force-fed potions of cursed potions of longevity
Okay.
by Viscount Chauncey Nickelcloud, so she would be within marrying age.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a whole that's fucked up thing.
What happened to Nickelcloud? Did we fucking end him or anything?
He got executed by the queen,
Wonderful.
who possessed Petrina.
Can I bring it back so we can do it again? Just asking.
I mean,
Do you need diamonds?
I
certainly
I can
try.
fucking do that. No, okay, sorry. Carry on. I'm sorry. I wanted to
Anyway.
ask that before we got past it.
Your continue on.
Yes. And we technically failed in stopping the ritual that the Coven of the Thorn Week were attempting. But because we caught them off guards before they could all rally together, and through defeating one of the hags and most of the beasties that they kept resummoning over and over again, they weren't able to pull it off completely 100%. And so we now have Strahd has returned to us, but in the form of a wee little infant. And we literally left off there.
Some realization from last game was the fact that Baba Yaga sacrificed herself. Baba Yaga was not nearly as powerful as Bravaxis. So the strength of the entity apparently fueled the strength of the summoning circle. And Strahd has been summoned in his weakest form. The form of a baby. What mind or soul is inside that baby? Unknown. But Strahd, apparently a evil vampire from another demi-plane, has been.
As opposed to all the good vampires.
Yes, there's bound. You know what? Not all vampires. Okay.
Hashtag not all vampires.
That's right. That's right. Cancel this man on Twitter.
That's right.
Hey, Strom, I got a great idea for your next new weapon.
You got to
You
improvise
want a
weapon,
real
don't
curse
you?
weapon?
Paint me a picture. Where are you in the scene? The castle has been not completely destroyed, but definitely you're going to need a whole renovation team because the roof, the entire second floor is gone. The middle and back wall have been destroyed. Right? There's dead bodies of sin demons everywhere. And a screaming 23/7-year-old girl right in front of Decadic.
Well, Decadic in the astral.
Oh, never mind.
Material,
Never mind.
whatever.
Decadic touched her, and then he disappeared.
I tried to grab her to pull her away from the magic circle. I was clumsy. I was not trying to. God damn it! Fucking
Really quick, then, the only threats that remain at this point is this baby, correct?
That is the only person on the field. Baba Lugosa had destroyed herself.
And with true sight, how does this baby look?
Like, babe?
Does anyone have the ability to read minds?
Yes.
Might be worth trying. Does the baby have the thoughts of an adult?
So,
Which, there's a whole other thing there.
I do have telepathy in this form.
You do have telepathy in this one.
So, I'm gonna you suggest that, and I'm in Phoenix form, right? And you get some fucking resting Phoenix face. And then she will kind of lay down her head next to this fucking infant, and I'm gonna touch his thoughts.
Okay. This gigantic phoenix made of fire
Yeah.
closes its head towards the small infant child. You peer into the dark brown, wide eyes. You dive into his mind. I would like you to make me an insight check.
Let me pull up my character sheet. I'm one step behind myself here. Oh, actually, my stats are different in this form, right? No, I keep my mentals, right?
You
What do I keep?
You keep your mentals. You
Okay.
take its physicals.
Okay, cool.
Well, no. You take the phoenix's form.
Do you have that book by chance?
Yeah.
I've got the picture of
You
it.
assumed the form.
Yeah, I've got the picture of it. It's just somewhere buried in my.
Yeah.
Here. I gotta find the Neil pictures.
There we go.
Wonderbar. Thank you. This is just easier. I don't know where it would be in
I think
here.
it's towards the back because it's defender of all the earth.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that. That's the form. Oh, I think you passed it. It's like its own.
New items.
Yeah, it's with one of the items. It's the phoenix form from the Codex.
Sample
Tyrannosus.
unit cards. No.
No. Here, that's what I thought I saw. It'll be in there.
See, right here.
There we go.
Right next to my thumb. Okay. Insight.
Unless you want to revert.
No.
You can't? Okay.
Fuck no. I'm gonna stay big and scary while I can. That's 18.
18. You peer deep into this mind. You're used to diving into human minds,
Yeah.
right?
Even
Normally,
in my normal form.
they have layers, right? Lots of layers to them because the older a person is, the more complex the mind. This mind is as complex as the shallow end of a fountain. This is a baby's mind. But there's one complication. The pool is tainted. The baby is a baby, has a baby's mind, a baby's memories. But in the rebirth, something dark has been pooled with the child. Some tendrils of evil that stuck to the soul that was cursed, the darkest pits of hell. The mind has no memories. The body. There's a lingering corruption with the soul. Maybe similar to like that with people that are born as tieflings or are cursed. But a child.
So then, with that in mind, what is my initial thought on is this, I mean, there's corruption there, but
Corruption.
is this like a blank slate? And I may not know, Moves might not know, but what I'm looking for is the potential. Do I think that he could be influenced to a different path? Do I recognize what this kind of corruption is? I'm basically looking for what I would know, if anything, if I'd have any hunches, instincts, or whatever.
Make me a religion check.
I'm so good at that. Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
So 27 total.
27. Natural 20. Okay. Tieflings are born with a natural darkness in them because it's innate within the house.
Yeah.
And many tieflings do become evil because of this. There's a draw, a desire for evil. But just because you're tempted to do something doesn't mean you will do it. Just because a forest starts off in a bog doesn't mean it can't be mended.
Okay.
What is a grove but a forest that has been enriched over time? But is the potential for evil there? Yes. This soul has done great evil. so much evil has been done with this soul. Its rebirth has brought with it this corruption.
I see. Okay.
But
Okay.
still a fresh start.
Yeah.
This is the soul of Strahd, but this is not Strahd. This is a blank canvas with a flicker of paint on it.
Could knowing that the rebirth of him has brought with him like a touch of this. Is there anything that could be done with like a wish spell or something of that nature to purge or to cleanse this in some way?
Not without destroying the soul.
Okay.
It's a part of the fabric.
Okay.
It's a part of the canvas. But here's the other thing: as you look into the soul, you've seen sorcerers before. People born with strong innate magic. This kid is going to become something powerful one day. Like, he has an obscene amount of potential right now. He will be a sorcerer no matter what, at least with some sorcerer's power.
Okay.
Innate magic. Entwined in darkness. That exists. That's a part of him.
Okay.
As much as flame is a part of your soul.
Right. Okay. So after a second, I will. What is this baby doing? Crying? Laying there? Sleeping?
Just laying there, it's not sure how to process the world. It is the equivalent of a 4-month-old child.
So then, Movez is gonna bend over it and begin to shrink and let go of the phoenix form and pick him up and hold him.
Okay.
And turn to the rest of you and say, his soul is clean of the memory of Strahd. It's just a baby's mind. But the utter monstrosities that he committed in his previous life, a piece of that has come with him. He will grow into a formidable caster of the arcane, no matter what. I can see it in the fabric of his soul. But that he could choose a better path. But the draw for that corruption will always be there. I don't think that, and I don't think that there's a way to stop that. I don't think that there's a way to cleanse him of that without unmaking him in some way. So we're not dealing with Strahd in his prime. We aren't even dealing with Strahd anymore. But this is a weapon. The potential is insurmountable of what he could do. And he could be a force of a reckoning if in the wrong hands.
So, Movez, is this the part where you officially join our crew and unleash great evil into the world with good intentions?
Or do you join our crew and kill an innocent?
It's a little harsh.
That is harsh. I come from a world where the sickness is culled from the crop. I come from a world where it is survival of the fittest. I do. I recognize that it would be ignorant of me to hold you all accountable for what this thing could become. I recognize that. And if you decide to put him down now, it would kill me But I could not and would not stop you. Because the death that is capable of this tiny creature is horrifying. It's horrifying. And if anyone understands what it means to sacrifice for the greater good, I have done it many times. I'm not going to stop you. Because the truth of the matter is I don't know what we would do with him. I don't know what we would do with him. Where would we send him that we could guarantee that he's not going to fall into the hands that's going to turn him into the devil that he was? Where could we send him? I wouldn't know. I'd have to raise him to know for certain. And even then, I don't know. Like, even then, I don't know. He will be a target. Anyone that knows who he is and where he came from and what he's capable of, oh my gods, I can't even fathom the dangers, the potential of the danger that would come with that. I just can't. And it would destroy me to kill him. Because you're right, he's innocent. He's completely reborn. He's completely remade. He has this dark sliver attached to him, but he is innocent for all of his sins.
He's a vampire, though, right?
No,
Not a vampire.
not
Okay.
a vampire. Though, as you do look at him, he does have slightly pinched ears, right? He does have pronounced canines, but he's not a vampire.
Not a vampire, just has.
Not a vampire,
features.
but like a tiefling,
Okay.
but not a tiefling, right? Like almost not even quite a Dhampir. Just somebody that their soul had something so entrenched into what it was that their physical features are still a manifestation of what corruption lies within this reincarnation cycle. And with that came a figment of that power. Even this baby, as a baby, has the strength of a level 2 sorcerer. No idea how to use it. But as a baby, it possesses at least that much.
I'm gonna step back into the material plane.
Okay.
Captain, not to derail the conversation, but do you have that soul cage still?
Katrina right now is floating around this baby. Just like making moves at it, but she can't do anything. I don't think she's realized how locked down she is. She cannot possess this child.
Is the
As much as she's trying.
7/23-year-old still freaking the fuck out?
Yes. I would say Neil's character in the background is trying to calm down the girl, and she's just walking around confused.
Okay.
No memory of anything that has occurred. At this point, she's walking around wondering where everyone is and where Caspian is.
The Barovian prince.
You had an inkling that at some point she was possessed after not the wedding. They haven't been married. It was a promissory. There's a word for it where you're like promised to be married at one point.
Okay.
But her memories seem to be locked in that she thinks she's still in Barovia and that this is maybe a Barovian castle and that they've been under attack. Like she woke up from a weird dream.
There's a baby vampire here. It's probably not that far off.
Titanic, I'm afraid I got rid of that after I achieved vengeance on Cecilia. I since switched that out.
More's the pity. The soul of Petrina was possessing the Empress over there is incapacitated, and I can see her in the astral plane. She's been rendered all but helpless. I could leave her be, I could maybe destroy her with a powerful spell, or get the means, contain her to maybe get information from her that might be useful. dozens of left shoes, but the soul cage. No, I don't need this anymore. Okay.
Yeah. Stop! I can't keep track of things. Don't distract me. Okay. Movies. First, Soul's still around. Is she communicating outside of here with the other hag? The rest of any other remaining Coven members, or if we destroy that, will they have no idea what's gone down in here?
I am not sure how to answer that, but I don't 100% know what he asked me either.
So
Can she communicate with the other hags? Is that essentially?
Yeah, there's the hags that aren't in this domain that we're within currently.
Are you proficient with
They
Arcana?
communicate instantly
No,
outside.
I'm not Arcana proficient. He is.
As he asked this Decadic note, you're like, I'm not sure. We're
Well, but I'm the one that knows the hag magic,
Yeah, you-
and I'm the one that knows
yeah.
that we couldn't communicate with that the hags were that their communication was bound to a single dimension.
Yes,
I do know
you're,
that.
You're fairly certain that she is not a hag.
Right.
The others are hags. The hags are tied in together.
Yeah.
But you did get some inkling that the hags had to physically come here to inform them.
Mm-hmm.
And your character knows that this is a demiplane.
Yeah.
Even the astral space here is demiplane astral space.
So it's disconnected.
It's a disconnected place. Like you have no service in or out without specialized magical items.
There you go.
So, would she even be able to leave this plane as a spirit, or is she stuck here?
She's stuck here until the demiplane breaks down. Which, depending on the caster and how long it was cast for, normally a demiplane lasts for about a month. Depending on how many times you cast, eventually a demiplane can become permanent.
Where does she go after that? Do you know?
She'll be shunted back to the physical plane. Exactly where everything left off. When a demiplane breaks down, everything that was not a part of the demiplane is shunted out in physical space where the demiplane entrance or exit was.
So we need to deal with this.
But would still be soul
Still be a soul.
or spirit.
Well, she's at this point.
Would not be a physical being.
She's not a physical being. You know that Patrina is an entity itself, is like a detached soul with powers,
And if part of
like a will-o-wisp.
and if
almost.
part of the Gios was not to use magic,
She can't use magic, she can't possess, and she can't use ritual magic, which is sometimes she can't cast spells or use ritual magic. You got to be somewhat more specific than can't cast magic.
I think it's a loose end, unfortunately. She could, with time and knowledge, figure out a way around it.
Is there any way to determine or detect magic, figure out like how long the demiplane spell would last? Like,
Yeah, you totally could do that. Roll me a if you burn for detect magic. Go ahead. If you have detect magic up, you can study the demiplane, the magical weave itself of with the demiplane. I would say DC for a rough starts at 15. The exact is going to be a 20. Ooh, can I have a cookie? Just one cookie.
Alright, let's deal with her first, and then we can worry about what happens to the baby.
Yeah, baby's not going anywhere.
29.
Jesus. A piddly roll. You not a 30, sir?
Yeah, how dare you? What a letdown.
24 days.
4 days.
24 days. This is probably maybe the second or third casting of it. You got to cast it in the same place for like a year to keep it going.
So, for the time being, she is contained in this space, and we do have several days before I have to worry about her escaping on her own.
Do you have any idea of our options for getting rid of her? Moving her on, passing her on, getting her away from the
Try
risk.
giving her funeral rites.
Roll me a religion check. Roll me a arcana check.
18 plus 7, and I think I still have. Do I still have my level 9 on me?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
foresight? Is
Foresight,
that one?
yeah.
Okay, so I 18 plus 7 or
All right.
Or a natural 20.
Or a natural.
Or a natural 20.
Yeah.
God, so 27.
Exorcisms. An exorcism would discorporate her and send her to her final reward.
Okay, so exorcisms. What kind of...
And with a natural 20, you know several different varieties.
Cool. All right.
25.
25. There's a lot of magic spells, specifically necromancy, that deal with the controlling and binding of souls. At this point, she is helpless. She's a floating soul. So a soul cage would temporarily put her in, and then there are spells like soul jar. Soul jar would be perfect. You stick her in a gem, and then she's stuck there. That would stop her from moving to her great beyond, but that would definitely lock her down.
So you know how to lock her down, and I know how to send her on.
No. I don't really have much in the way of necromancy spells, but we could potentially find someone or something that could. And in any case, she's, for the time being, for 24 days, stuck here. She's less of an immediate threat.
What do I need, resource-wise, in order to perform any of these rites?
Holy water, holy implements, probably some purified chalk, sage, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Not
Nothing impossible to get.
okay.
Exorcisms are a common practice. There's a lot of different varieties, but there's some that are more potent than others. Depending on what reliquaries you grab, is how big your bonus is going to be.
Okay.
But also, you are a high-level caster,
Yeah.
so you don't need the big guns. Where like a low-level Mauvaise would need the big guns.
Sure.
You are a high-level Mauvaise, so you could get her with a fly swatter.
So then, that's an option. I could attempt to exorcise her. I would need to step out and grab a few things because I don't think I have holy water or any of that stuff on me, unless somebody else does. So I would need to step out and grab a few things and then come back, which I could do, and then I could try to exorcise her from here. I feel like I would be capable of doing it if that's
Potentially, yes.
yes, if that's what we decided we wanted to do.
As for the matter of the newborn, Strahd, is a difficult choice to make, although, as you said, this isn't exactly the same person as before.
No.
And that while he may be drawn to darkness, there is the potential for them to choose otherwise. I have cast my edict for the day.
You cast your edict for the lifetime.
Oh, that was the one-time spell?
That the spell is considered cast until you're dead.
Ah, okay.
That's why it binds.
Or the old thing with the Kraken and stuff before
That's right, yeah.
the former timeline.
It's a powerful spell, but it's a one-time spell. Well, I guess if you die and come back, I guess 2 times, but then you have different problems.
Yeah, I'd rather not come to this one. Whether or not he can be cleansed or purified of any evil,
You can't.
I feel simply killing him would only free his soul to be potentially reborn elsewhere at another time.
That's true too. I didn't even think about that.
In a
Can
sense,
that hag still observe us properly?
What?
Like, can she hear us and understand us and everything? The spirit hag, soul hag?
Soul.
oh, but
Oh,
Petrina,
Patrina.
Oh, okay.
Patrina's not a hag, she's just a sorceress.
Oh,
But-
okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. She just
Right.
worked with the hags. Yeah, she's definitely watching, and you can see her like trying to float away, but it's kind of more of a piddly like. She doesn't have far she goes. This demo painting looks like it's bigger than it actually is. It's maybe like a couple football fields in every direction. So she's basically like the Truman Show. She's gonna run into the horizon.
the wall, yeah.
My thoughts are, I wish I could think of a way that we could cleanse, but this darkness is woven into his soul. I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but I feel like to try and remove it would be to like pull a single thread from the pattern. It just would fall apart. I don't think that there's any cleansing of the soul that wouldn't involve just outright destroying the soul, which would solve would solve the problem of him being reborn somewhere else. Mauvaise looks sick
Alright.
at us having this conversation. She literally looks sick inside.
As long as that soul is far enough away that I can guarantee Katrina can't hear me, I will offer door number 3. You can always be the someone who seals away the ancient evil, while you wait to figure out a way to cleanse him in a way that suits you and your immortal lifespan now.
Yeah?
If I true polymorph him, he can't be tracked using magic anymore. He's not that creepy. He's a rock now, or something else. Unless someone knows to do something with said item, unless it accidentally gets broken, they're gone. In the meantime, you can soothe your conscience by simply researching or trying to find a way, and he'll always be there when you found a way that makes you feel better about it. You won't have time pass, so it's not any suffering.
Do have the Cauldron of Creation,
I do, but all that's going to do is change his physical form.
which might be enough to at least deter people trying to track. They don't know he's no longer the race that he was known as previously.
Is there a benefit to doing it that way versus the true polymorph way?
At this point, it's a moral conundrum.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a wreck.
Oh,
Mauvaise
yeah.
is literally a wreck having this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But Mauvaise comes from a place where, like, she knows, right?
Yeah.
I'm neutral good. Like,
Right.
I understand that this is awful. This
Right.
entire situation is awful. But it would be worse if this little shit was allowed to grow and be turned right back into the fucking, evil sword that he was. And it would happen in my lifetime. Like, it would happen.
Right.
So that's where
Well, you're
Yeah.
immortal, right?
There's a moral conundrum, right?
it's awful.
Yeah.
Mauvaise is a mess.
It doesn't mean he's gonna be evil.
No, it
but
doesn't.
somebody would have to be there.
Yeah.
And who do you trust?
If you were changed to a different race and given to someone of that race to be raised by them, taught different customs,
The list of people indicated that I would trust is so short. The list is so short. Because believe me, I want to believe that there's good in everyone, but I've lived long enough to understand that there's just not.
who is on that list?
My father.
The other Smoops?
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Everything. He'll be.
I'll take care of the child.
See that stone that killed me? That was after the stone he was polymorphed into.
Yes!
The problem,
Yes! I love it.
the problem is that it would need, and you may have better resources here than I would. He will have such a profound tie to the arcane. I could never, and my people and I could never even begin to understand the depth of its potential. Never. You might have a better idea than I would, and I trust you. You might be the better person to put him somewhere with a group of people that would teach him. If we're literally seriously considering keeping him alive and putting him somewhere where this vast, uncontrollable potential would be nurtured in some way that would not turn him into a weapon of everyone's undoing, you might be the better one to make that decision than me. My people could never even begin to touch the surface of what this creature could do. We would nurture his soul. We would nurture his morality, but we would never be able to accomplish what a profound arcane caster could.
Really, it's a matter of that, or render him an inert object that can be stowed away, but would also just be delaying the problem for further down the line.
I know that's not my preference, but it's not a decision I'm going to hold over anyone. I may feel awful about this entire thing, but we got to decide what we're going to do here together.
Well, if you wish to not worry about it too much on your conscience, feel free to leave him with me, and you can walk away, and we'll never speak of it again.
I would rather bear that scar on my conscience. I would. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to not have to, but it's as much my responsibility as it is all of ours. We have to decide together, and whatever we decide as a group is what we decide.
Straw, you've been oddly good at it.
Yeah, what
Any
is your...
insights you could provide as to what might be a preferable course of action?
In my travels, I've
How's the future
seen.
these days?
What was that?
How's the future these days?
How's the future? Let me see. It's shit.
yeah.
In my travels, I've seen a lot of evils,
Yeah.
and I would have the feeling that if this isn't handled now, I may have to handle it later.
And we don't want that to happen.
Out of character, I do have a single question.
Mhm.
Still.
Ooh.
And we could flat out ask Tony right now if he's going to be evil or be good.
This feels like the moment to use it. We are coming up on the end of this campaign.
So
This feels like the moment to use it.
if we get a definitive answer, we would know what to do.
We would.
But
I will make it my mission to counter your destiny.
Oh no, Tom, we're losing you. Oh no, we're disconnecting.
I think we're going through a tunnel.
Okay. Do you want to ask that question?
thoughts?
It's your question. I don't want you to feel like you're wasting it.
I honestly have had no idea what to ask this question.
I think this
So,
And our
because I've had this for a really long time.
this is a really good opportunity to use it.
and our next and last adventure, we basically know most of what we need to know.
The only thing would be is if Tony's going to pull something sneaky on us and say, well, he might be,
No.
or it could still be changed.
No.
So,
you get a definitive, exact, detailed answer from me. That's the thing. You get to ask the DM a question.
okay,
So I don't think he'll do the genie answer.
sure.
No,
I don't think
a,
we'll get
a
that.
lesser thing will be the genie answer, right?
Okay.
This is not the spell. You draw it from the deck of many things, and you get to ask the DM a question. He has to tell you the truth.
I'm okay with using it if nobody else has
I'm
any.
okay with it.
I think this is a great time to use it.
Okay.
If you're going to ask that, can you two get me some tea? Go ahead and turn off your volume, Tom.
Let me go.
This is
ahead.
up for
I
it.
hope
I
you
don't
know
know, am
that
I
I'm
just-
gonna make it my mission to do something to the chat. I don't know what.
Tony, how do I make tea in this?
Oh, shoot. Just hot water.
And so
Keurig.
just run the
Run the hot water
Keurig?
in the Keurig.
Okay,
yeah.
and I don't need another bag. You're
No,
good.
no, no,
All right,
it's fine.
cool. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let me use the
I'll
bag.
help you run the water, yeah. Yeah,
Super
see,
okay.
Sift down here.
Hey, Tony,
Yeah.
just throw a chat in the Facebook message when you're done, and I'll come back.
Oh, yeah, I'll chat you. Okay. Okay. Matt. As you ask that question, you see divided futures. This child could be in a thing of great good or great evil, depending on who you leave him with. I'll tell you the outcomes of everyone you leave him with and what the scenario is.
Okay.
If left with Zork-san, he will become the next emperor of Quicksava. He will stop the slave trade in Quicksava. But he will also cause a holy war with Volcanium. And he will rule as a Death Knight for 500 years, causing darkness over 1/3 of the globe. If you leave him with Movaes, If you leave him with Mauvais, he will become. He will be raised with the druids. But she is correct, they do not have a comprehension of his shadow power. He will become a great knight of spring. And eventually, he will kill his own master and become the new queen of spring. If he's left with Decadic, he will live 40 years. And eventually, he will die in an assassination attempt on Decadic and his family. He will be neither evil nor good, and he will be told to basically control his powers, but he never embraces them. If he is left with Smoot, so shockingly enough, he'll be a good person. He will live for 80 years. He will inherit the throne of Smoot, but he will be forced to kill Smoot's only child in a contestation of Smoot's throne when Smoot dies, for his castles and lands. It is an accident, and it is a joust. But he will be good, but Smoot's only son will die after Smoot is dead. You can turn him into a rock, and he will remain a rock forever. But his soul will never become reincarnated. He'll never have a chance to be good or evil again. He just will be a rock forever. If you give him to your mistress, he will become a great knight of time, like yourself. But eventually he will betray you.
Who's my miss? Wait.
The lady who you work for, the time police.
Who was that?
I have to go find the name.
Sorry.
She has the Codex of Time. I'll look for the name later.
Okay.
But he eventually will betray her and join Rajat, who is your mistress's enemy. The worst outcome would be if you left him with... The worst outcome would be if you left him in the Blade Desert. There is a good holy man in the Blade Desert who is a being of absolute good, but it is almost certain in every encounter of time that the Forgotten King will find him and twist him to his power. The best outcome that you can see. There is a dragon, a holy man, who lives on the Isle of Dread. You've met him once. He has one arm. If you leave him with that dragon man, the child will live to be 140 years old. He will die of old age, and he will be a good soul. He will embrace his powers, but he will be taught to be good. And no one will ever bother him. He will have no children. And outside of a few deer every once in a while, no one will die. but he will neither do great good or great evil. He will do much good if left in Smoot's care. He will do some good if left in Movese's care. He will lead a normal life if left in Akadi's care. But he will be a scourge if left in Sork's. He will do one good thing. He will end slavery forever in Quicksand. But so many people in his whole. I guess the worst one would be joining Rajat, but that has timescape problems. So, that's your conundrum. The good, the bad, the meh, and the worst. It's truly only you possess this knowledge. What you do with it, that's up to you.
Okay.
I will give you one thing. A little tidbit. If you did have him decide to join you and be part of the Time Police, he may betray your mistress and join Rajat. He will break the cycle of you meeting yourself again. And you will not have to end like that. Living a life knowing when it's over and how it's going to end. And you will not have to be your own great-grandfather.
Okay.
Little bit of candy on top of that shit pile, right?
Yeah.
But definitely you get something out of it, right?
Okay.
Okay. I am going to message Tom back. Hey Cassie, you guys can come back. Found out how to make it do a gap every once in a while, so it'll go through the cycle and then it'll do a gap back to the whole thing. So it'll do that, and then eventually, once it's done, it'll leave a gap and then it'll come back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I found out how to make it do that.
Alright. Are you gonna let Tom know he can come back?
Yeah, I Facebook chatted him. Where's the tea?
You had one job!
Actually, I have to pee anyways, Cassie. Don't worry about it.
I did get it. Like it's been poured.
I do believe you.
But is it here?
It is on the machine. I did run the hot water. It's in there.
Cassie, you're pulling a me.
I'm sorry. At least it's there. God damn it. Hi.
Oh, Baldur, hello. This is one of the rare games so far where you can come up here, yes.
Yes, there's not little.
Here it comes. Walking down the street.
Welcome back, senor.
Hello. Hey, Strong, is the answer that I turn him into a rock, take him home, and mess up something trying to steal his power later on?
No.
I have strong ideas, you know, if something happens.
Nice try.
Yeah, I gotta set my damn dice tower down.
Oh, yes. Oh. Yes, yes. He's a Baldur. He's a Baldur. Yeah.
Oh, is he kicking?
Yeah, he's thumping.
Damn.
Yes.
You must like that spot.
Yeah. Oh, you had a busy year. You made a very popular video game this year, didn't you, Baldur? Yes, you did.
Tony went to use the bathroom and grabbed the tea that I totally made for him and forgot to bring down.
That was nice of you.
Listen, I got halfway done with the job. I maybe forgot to finish with the execution, but I at least got the hot water in the cup. So.
All right. Hello, my girl. Have you thoroughly committed a Muppet murder down
Yeah,
there?
better half-ass than no ass.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, so much fluff all over the floor. All right.
There's even a bunch in the trash upstairs too. So it's been like fluffageddon in this house.
Yes. Anyway.
I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fluff a thing, cause I miss you, Dad.
And I don't want to fluff a thing.
Anyway, the scene is again yours.
I say again, Strong, is there any insights you could provide us regarding this?
Freaking time loops.
Freaking
Timey-wimey stuff.
Time loops, just follow your nose.
For the sake of the child,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take it.
Oh. Okay.
And also, for the sake of the child, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with it.
Look, it's fine by me.
Tony. I need insight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an insight. Feel free to roll
I'm
a
not the one
deception
suffering a
check.
moral conundrum over this.
So that would be
Whatever way it turns
21.
out is fine.
That would be worse. So 21.
21. All right. If you get a 22 or better, you can tell her whatever you want. And depending, well, let's see what you roll.
On what?
I rolled insight.
Roll insight. So it's generally bluffing. It's not even like bluffing, right? It's just like being able to be read is generally a deception check.
Unless I get a natural 20, I can't do it.
Okay. So,
Well, no, I would. Well, I guess no, it's possible.
You could get a 20. You could.
Nope. 14.
Okay.
okay.
So what I'm looking for is
You don't have to tell her exactly. Like, what does the intent come off as?
that's what I'm looking for.
What's
is intent.
readable in, like, if she was trying to read a poker face and.
And depending on what I get from you out of this will depend on what I do next. Because I'm holding the kid. What I'm looking for is like Movaes knows that you know all this future timey-wimey business, but what I'm looking for is morally, essentially, the feeling I'm getting from you. Is this a hard decision for you to make? Are you authentically caring about this kid's well-being?
I would say you would get the feeling that I'm doing what
You think is the best.
I think is
That's
best.
enough. I give you the kid.
Okay.
That's literally all I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I'll give him to you.
You can tell me what you do later.
Okay.
Or tell him, the scene is yours.
Well, I mean,
I'm not
outside. So if I say outside character, because it's kind of interesting. So,
I'd be curious. Yeah, I'm curious.
So he went through. If we gave the child to whoever, and he went through all of us and a couple of other things, and I think the outcome.
Senor!
You asshole!
You asshole! Sorry, go ahead.
The outcome, every outcome there, well, not every outcome, no, actually every outcome other than one was, in my mind, there was a downside.
Okay.
Whether it was something that happened to him, something that happened to somebody who he was with, the route that I thought that'll be the best for him and for the world and everyone else is to take it to a dragon on the Isle of Dread.
Okay.
Who will watch over him. He'll be good,
Good.
but he won't necessarily do anything.
Profound.
Yes.
I love that.
The
Fantastic.
Green Man was the title.
The Green Man. Okay.
In the end, you are on that list of people that Movaes would trust this kid with. I'm sure this will come as a shock to everyone that Zorksan did not make that list. So
Well, yeah, there's no reason to put it there. It's obvious.
So I just wanted to make sure that in the end, and Movays is, I am extremely good with insight. So in the end, you know, that's what I was looking for. Because Movays also knows that you have all this weird, future-y stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it without not even a fraction of hesitation, she gives this kid to you.
Okay.
No
The
problem.
blind green dragon, Abaddon the Kind.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
That's great.
The one who punched Toast and sent him flying half a mile.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm cool
yeah.
with that. I'm cool with that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Cool with that.
But good that you're not telling us. I think it's good that we
Yep.
don't know in character. I think that's
Yeah.
incredibly smart. I don't want to know. Movays doesn't want to know at this point. She doesn't want to know. She doesn't want anyone to be able to use any of us individually to be able to find this
Yeah.
thing. So,
Of course, we happen to be going to the Isle of Red next anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go drop the kid off and you just hide it on the ship until I get there.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not what your cheat chat said you were gonna do. Yeah. Anyway, the scene is yours. Whatever you guys want to go or transition to next. I'm with Smoot is handling the princess off screen.
It's a child, Smoot. It's still mentally a child, Smoot. Just reminding you. Well then, I think we have an audience to meet with back at the keep. I was like a sort of. I don't remember the lords' names, but there's like the Southern Lords of Ferolis.
Yes, the Southern Lords of Ferelis. The Southern Lords of Ferelis are wrong empire. Sorry. Southern Lords of Ferelis is Count Lucius. There is Count Fulvus and Countess Lunia. Are the counts of the Southern Lords. Obviously, Count Alphas, the House Alphas and House Yamaris are not there. And of course, you do have the only representatives of House Batan, the princess and the prince. The prince, prince's name is Hortensia.
and Hortensia is back with my people.
And Hortensia is back with.
Well, we brought him back was.
Had to bring him back to get him coronated. So he was with your people, and then he had to go back with the Southern Lords to be coronated.
So that's happened already?
Yes.
Before going in the domain, we invited the Southern Lords to Smoot's Keep to talk about, hey, let's coronate the prince as a challenger to the Empress.
In
Okay.
case you guys failed, there's a plan B.
And we
I
left
must have
what's
missed
it, the
that.
vizier from the
You
spring
might
court
have,
was
you might not
left.
have been
I
here.
might
Yeah,
have-
the vizier with the spring court is currently with the prince and is guarding it.
I thought I was the vizier.
Oh, sorry, not you're the vizier. I think his name is Vizier.
The guy from the
Not you.
cauldron fight who was
Other guy.
casting spells remotely.
Yeah.
Got it. All good. Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody that.
But we can't communicate out, so he might have died in an assassination.
I know, you might walk into a world.
Well,
on
good
fire.
thing we have the Empress now, isn't it?
Plan B is here, child. You're back on. You're back on the in the throne ascendancy.
Yeah.
Just open and close your mouth. I, the Empress, do declare that henceforth.
Oh God.
Yeah. So yeah, the scene is yours. Where do you guys wish to go and transition to? What's the plan?
Back to the keep.
Back to Smoot's Keep if we can.
Okay. You arrive back at Smoot's Keep. A great army has been summoned and is ready. Right? Lines of pikemen, cavalrymen, there's some war engines. They're ready to march. There are 5,000 men on call, 4 of which are loyal to Smoot. 1,000 have been gathered by the other Southern Lords and brought here, their personal honor guards. Inside the keep itself, it is well guarded. There isn't an inch you can't move where you aren't running into a knight in full armor. You make it to, after some magical scrutiny, to make sure you are who you are because of hags, and a few questions, you make your way back to the throne room of Smoot's Keep. The throne room of Smoot's Keep has been quickly redone in the traditional Ferellian style. Rugs have been literally brought here. It looks like somebody has transported a different throne, and it sits in front of Smoot's current throne. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit more grander. It looks like somebody might have done some raiding of the probably older king's crown. But there is a much older crown that is sitting on a very young man's head. 8-year-old boy with a big crown on his head. He technically has what has a it's like a, it's not quite a pillow, but it's like kind of like a cap you wear, and then the crown is sitting on the cap because the crown is too big for his head.
Is that
But he has to wear it. Yes, it is Prince Hortense, who is currently 8 years old. He is sitting with scepter, as awkward as it looks, in ill-fitting clothes that, though are not made for him, are the king's regalia, and he has to wear it for a coronation.
Like wart, sort of in stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly pushing the.
He sits nervously on the throne, and he is to his right is Visir, the wizard of the Spring Court, who is entrusted with protection. He will nod to you. And to his right is about 4 different other wizards. And in a line on either side are the as many nobles as can be rushed here randomly. Like, these guys are wearing probably the best thing they could as they grabbed it out of their closet and left for a impromptu coronation. There is maybe, you would guess, probably 16 different lords here from different homesteads from the south, as well as each of the much more well-dressed, much more prepared, wearing warband armor, which is decorative plate mail, probably has never seen the light of battle, are the 3 lords of the southern part of the empire, of each of the houses. You are welcomed in this scene. The scene is yours. I can play one of several NPCs. What is your intent in the scene? Where are you going?
The guy that's there, that's from the Spring Court,
Yeah.
is he higher ranking than me?
No.
I will take his place
Yeah.
then.
You step
I
up.
will relieve him of
he-
his duty.
He immediately steps. He misty steps out of
Yep.
the way.
I will take his place then, standing next to Hortensia.
You notice he goes next to the doors. The doors are warded.
Mhm.
It looks like he's probably put up wards.
Okay.
And there's been other wards put on because they probably don't trust his wards of all the other wizards who are on the other side, who are more than likely probably the lead council of the other lords, and they're being close by as, as consiglieres do. That's enough of me addressing the scene. Continue. It's your scene.
So yeah, I relieve my underling and I will take his place, standing next to Hortensia.
Would we want to bring the princess to this audience, or would we? Because she's still
I'm
very
sure
much.
she's freaking the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Which
Maybe.
one were we supposed to not take the credit for?
The one in the silver mask. The Lord
Triffica, yeah, the Shadow
Triffica.
Lord.
Triffica, the Shadow Lord.
But what were we not taking the credit for?
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much
Go up with the
saving
Empress.
the day.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
It's all Triffica's. He's getting all the credit. You are his people doing his will.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you failed, he doesn't know you. Who are these crazy people? Don't
Do
answer.
we see the Shadow Lord?
Oh yeah. He is right behind House Nautis.
Listen, Smoot took the Gios, so we can just break it for him.
You want to know such thing? Our ego's gotten big enough as it is, Captain.
Amazing.
What the scene's yours. What do you guys want to do?
Strom is dismissing himself.
Okay.
He's gonna go try to find a teleportation scroll
Okay.
and take care of that.
I will. That's definitely doable. You spend the evening searching for a scroll of teleportation and away. It'll happen. It's definitely here.
I have one, if nothing else.
So
Yeah.
I think probably just to kind of leave it to himself,
Yeah.
he's gonna go
Right,
off
fine.
there.
Yeah. Okay, so you three are in the scene. Well, I guess and Smoot.
And Smoot.
And
And other
And
Smoot.
other Smoot.
Other Smoot?
Yep, he's there because it's his castle.
Oh, right, other Smoot's here. Yeah. So you're back in the scene as other Smoot?
Amazing.
Welcome, lords!
Oh, God.
My king!
Yes, I'm doing people things. Eating people food.
Yes, this is what people do.
Wait, is that a 7-year-old boy? What's your name?
Lordy. Oh, my God.
Anyway, it is your scene. I will step out of it only to play NPCs. Go. Go ahead. What are you doing?
Just think before entering such audience, like, bringing the Empress with us might not be such an idea, or at least, like, disguising her, or, like, taking, the royal arraignments, like, just until we can get her somewhere safe. Because since we have both the newly crowned emperor and the empress here, that means we could delicately settle this without a full-blown civil war breaking out.
So we could say simply maybe Smoot has taken her to a side room somewhere
Yes.
within the estate.
So, private room. Yeah, that.
Somewhere where she'll be with people that will help keep her
Right.
calm, because I'm sure she's
Yes.
freaking out.
She's definitely trying to put it together, but she is a
Child.
7-year-old girl. She's no idea.
Does she know that she was crowned as the Empress?
She doesn't. She has no. Her memories stop during a great winter that was happening in Barovia. She remembers getting sick and laying down one day when she wasn't feeling well, which was
So,
the
yeah.
signs, sadly, the other crew didn't recognize of possession.
Out of curiosity, do I think Wish could reverse this rapid aging that has happened to
Oh,
her?
yeah. Wish could definitely do it.
So Saya has a
Oh, yeah,
wish.
cauldron?
Something to think. Well, no, forget the cauldron. Like we could put her back into her childlike state physically, which I think is what should happen. And Saya has wish. We could do that. I think you even have wish, right, Tom? Or
No.
No. Okay. Well, Saya has
Only
wish.
genie warlocks get that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, Saya has wish. I have it on my character sheet. Like we could do that, and put her back in her child body and undo this rapid aging that she had happen, so that her mental and her physical state could match again and grow. I know that's probably something to worry about later, but it might have been a conversation we had before we got here.
It could be. I mean, I understand. I get the not having her be there because she's freaking out. There could be some benefit of having her there as the former ruler, being there as maybe not as the ruler of the time, but now we have the rightful heir, where the passing of power may go smoother. I don't know.
I say politically, would that make sense?
Yeah, just from a
Possibly.
Possibly. Is it the
I mean,
is
why
it the
not?
6th of
This
January?
group of weirdos. who-
That's another thing there. Yeah.
Is it the 6th of January? Too
We
soon.
just gathered a bunch of lords here that might decide, oh yeah, that's the Empress.
We need to
Well,
kill her.
she didn't make it back to the capital. We don't know where.
That's also true. It's also true. Just a thought. It's there. I don't think there's a downside to not having her there. I think
The downside to bringing her there would be making sure you present it properly as not that we did this and saved the day, otherwise Smoot gets in trouble with his Gios.
Yeah.
that is also a good point.
I'd say I would, at this audience chamber, I would get the attention of the Shadow Lord. See him over there and like,
Oh
I
yeah.
actually have the telepathy and just to let him know that We have something to discuss with you in private.
Excellent. We need to make this quick. She's just been coronated. Is she dead? Or is she alive?
She is alive.
Is she possessed?
No. As far as she knows, she is still a little girl, but in the body of an adult woman.
Alright. Alright, take me to her. I need to speak with her.
Oh, I do not like this. I do not like this at all.
I don't like him at all.
No.
He'll walk over. My lord, I must be excused for a moment. It appears we have some good news. And he'll walk over confidently towards you all. So, good news. Good news. Great work. So, she's here.
She is here. She is being tended to. She's very confused. Has no memory of all that has transpired since the aging up.
Alright. Is she willing to renounce her coronation?
She doesn't even know that she was coronated.
Good.
I'm sure she would be, as long as she is returned to her natural state, I'm sure she would be more than happy to sign whatever decree may be issued declaring that the Empress has renounced the throne to the true heir.
Alright. Alright.
And perhaps, this is a thought, in case the Northern Lords take this news poorly, point out, this adult Empress clearly wasn't the real one. We can restore to her childlike state. It was a duplicitous plot by hags trying to seize control. But you, seeing through their machinations, managed to secure not only the prince, but also rescue the true princess from these evil deeds.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Because that was persuasive as fuck.
It was very good.
That was good.
It was very good. You hit all the good notes.
That was very
I would say
good.
the DC is only 15 on this one.
Oh boy. Could I have taken a long rest to get my portents back? Because
No.
my persuasion has never been great. Let's see.
DC is only 15.
That is only a 10.
Alright. It's possible. Reverting her form, though. You can be married now.
She doesn't need to be married. She's 7.
Oh.
Not really.
This guy wouldn't laugh. He'd be like, literally, his character trait is stone face.
Oh
like
my
he has.
God.
The man is wearing 2 masks. He just looks at you briefly. He's just like, I understand that this is a delicate matter.
She was betrothed to the Barovian Prince Caspian beforehand, correct?
Correct, but the Barovians have no lands. It would be the worst possible match. A fallen lord without a kingdom. Might as well be married to a peasant.
I mean, he is royalty still. The lands have been conquered, taken from them, but
Why is this still even a topic of discussion? She's 7. She's 7. She may have the body of a woman, but she's the mind of a child. It's disgusting. We're not actually considering marrying her off at this point. Your human politics astound me.
Yes, our politics are quite odd.
does nobody notice the ears ever?
Your human politics astound me. I can't even imagine. I don't know. But he's playing human politics. right? Is this a
Oh,
human
th- th-
nation?
th- this
Okay.
guy, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, this is a human empire.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand it always seems strange, but I'm sure if you blink a few times, half this room will die.
Doesn't change what this poor child has been through.
Yes, welfare of the child. Alright. How about this? Fine. I'm willing not to push them out. Call it a favor owed. I will, on your behalf, bequeath the other lords who may jump at the chance for a chance to marry into the royal family. There are at least 5 contenders in this room who have bannermen and gold to claim. Perhaps I can get these old braggarts to wait another 10 years.
12.
Concept of time.
I have enough concept of time, and I'll be here to see it through.
I'm owed a favor. Is that agreed? I would rather be owed the favor from a Varisian lord. Here you have bannermen and a keep. Are we in agreement? Lord. Yeah, I forgot Shakir's last name.
Astrolum now.
There we go. Lord. Hell, he wouldn't know that. Now, let me see. Let me do a check. History check.
Why did
This guy doesn't know.
Why did
Uh,
that change? Just out of curiosity. Why
Just
did-
a lord's name.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. Lord Thornbrook.
Lord Thornbrook is my father. My title now is Astrolum.
Strolum. Lord of Strolum.
I think we have an accord, if the most important thing obviously being the unity of the Empire and the well-being of the princess.
Fine. Do with the princess what you will. I will say she will be presented in a week's time back with court. But I need her to be in this room sometime tonight for her brother, and she needs to relinquish her call to the throne. And you convince this child of that. I will convince. I will appease to the other lords that she is but a child in her mind, and it would not be right. It would
So
be
she
immoral.
needs to be as an adult.
Yes, the moral high ground. We'll go with that one.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure we can easily convince her of that.
Excellent. Let's keep this conversation brief. He turns back around. My lords, more good news, as he starts walking up and presenting himself to the prince. The princess has been rescued. The hags that have been corrupting her mind and body have been brought to bear, and the princess is willing to relinquish her claim. She is not here yet, but shall arrive before the next sunrise. My prince, the throne is yours. And he bows, holding his hand out as if he's gifting it to the prince. All the other lords clap and they cheer his name.
I can't hear this over the rolling of my eyes.
I don't know, this gives me a strangely homesick feeling.
There's a bunch of clatter, there's a bunch of cheering, their word spreads throughout the keep.
You sure you two weren't separated at birth, maybe? From the same egg.
But
I
outside
just listen to something like, I mean, I grew up around this, and you guys are horrified. I'm just like, I don't understand.
outside that, the scene is yours. That's just decorating, there's a celebration, minstrels start playing. The guards are fucking like everyone who has a pike right now is actually very happy the fact that they're not marching off somewhere to fight.
Yeah.
So it is now starting to turn into a party. The soldiers are quickly turning to festivities. Coloring that for the evening. What is it you guys do? It's still your scene. Transition as you will.
So we need to talk to the childlike empress.
The
At
empress,
this
the princess. Yes.
Yeah, we need to talk to her. We need to figure out how we're going to convince this poor 7-year-old about what she's going to have to say.
7-year-old, give her a cookie.
I think between the two of us with our telepathic capabilities, we can guide her into saying the proper vows to relinquish the throne and blah 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 blah.
You're going to probably know better what she needs to say than I am, but I'll be there for moral support. Whatever I can do. I'm happy to help. I'll do whatever you need me to do. But you're right. But we need to let her know, like, what's happened to her as delicately as we can, and promise her that we're going to fix it. Because this was not fair.
No.
If we get through this event without my hands around that motherfucker's neck, it will be a miracle.
And he's gotten the credit, so by now, whatever happens to him is beyond the gears, right?
Listen, we still have the Empress. It's not too late to go ahead and have her hand the throne off to Smoot instead. If you're going to kill this guy and start a new war anyway, just giving you options.
Thanks, Zorksan. Thanks.
I have a wife already, Captain. 2, actually. Isn't there one in the dungeon?
The one in the...
My memory's still not all that good.
So, conversation with the kid next.
Yes.
Princess Aurelia. All right.
I will swap back off with my vizier guy.
Okay.
Let him resume.
Duties.
Yep.
He goes back, watching over the prince, preaching the good name of the Spring Court to the other lords. Like, hey, we're over here. We're good guys.
Yeah, we took care of this.
Yeah.
little
We're the
shit.
good elves.
Yeah, we woke him up.
Woods and forests and stuff, that's us.
Yeah,
yes.
we took care of him.
Okay. So you guys transition to that scene. Princess Aurelia is sitting in a chair next to Smoot's wife. Smoot's there in the corner near the door, just kind of sword in sheath, but kind of just sitting there waiting for basically who's coming through the door. There are 2 guards placed outside the door. They do let you in, and then they resume their post.
Okay.
Kind of sadly watching everyone else begin the drinking and festivities while they're stuck on duty outside this door.
I could post Urk outside and let them go back to... Let them go celebrate.
What does Urk look like at this point?
An owl?
An owl? So you walk up to the guards, like, no. Like, this owl will walk.
He's not going to look like an Annis hag. I mean, I guess she could, I guess.
Roll me a persuasion to convince some guards to give up their post to
Nah,
an owl.
that's alright.
Where's Smoot, ancient, undying, young elven butler now?
Oh yeah, where's he at? How's he doing?
He's doing great right now.
I bet he is. Nah, that's fine.
He's currently in
yeah.
ill-fitting armor with a sword. He's like, but I just got young again. Why do I have to be pulled into the army?
You're good. You're
Right,
not
I'm young enough to qualify for the draft again.
Damn it. Yeah, he's got a long life ahead of him. It's fine.
So anyway, you guys transition into the scene.
Yep.
Smoot will be in the corner, watching the door.
Okay.
So the scene is yours. Right now, his wife is just kind of trying to calm down the child, and so far she's calm. She's nervously drinking some tea, and she's like, "Oh, my apologies, lords, ladies,
Dear wife, it's so nice to see you.
Oh,
Please,
stop.
I'm so glad that we saved you.
Smoot rolls his eyes in the corner.
and Lord Smoot's brother,
I'll take it.
And of course, I've heard of your exploits. Smoot has informed me that something terrible has happened, and my father has died, and my brother has been crowned the king. I apologize. I'm still trying to. I'm trying to understand what's going on.
We want to help you understand what's going on, but you've been asleep while things have happened that were completely out of your control. And I'm, first and foremost, so horribly sorry that this has happened to you. But I want you to know that this horrible nightmare is over. And there's just one thing we have left that we have to do.
We have to travel somewhere else.
Yes, but you need to know that. Do you understand what I say when I tell you that you obviously are not what you used to look like, right?
Yes. My uncle gifted me. Oh no, she wouldn't say her uncle. These yes, a group of adventurers had come to the keep in the summertime after the games and had gifted me. They were the same ones that snuck me out of the city so that I could safely marry, promissory marry Prince Caspian. They after they were done and they saved me and they got me there, they gave me a potion. They said I should drink it, and then I drank that potion and I became an adult girl, and they left. Uncle Chauncey helped me through that difficult time. He said it was a horrible mistake, and it never should have happened, and he was going to help me. You know that. She believes that. That's an absolute lie. Chauncey was the one that had orchestrated that entire event to happen, and then rose into being like her savior. Reminder of that one. So back to the scene, and Uncle Chauncey apparently has also poorly expired. My father, my uncle are dead, and it's me and my brother now.
I don't want you to worry about that.
Is my brother okay?
Yes,
Oh, cool.
your brother is fine, but we're gonna fix this. What happened to you? We're gonna fix it. We have the ability to do that.
I don't have to be married to Chauncey anymore?
No. You will not have to marry anyone. Not until you are of an appropriate age.
I'm glad my brother decided to call off the marriage. I didn't like it. I didn't want to.
No. But we are also going to fix the fact that you're an adult. We're gonna let you grow up.
Oh.
The way you should be.
But Uncle Chauncey said it was impossible, that
It's
there was no
not.
magic.
It's not. We have the ability to do that, to fix that.
Uncle Chauncey, very clever man, but woefully unknowledgeable in the ways of magic. There are many ways we can rectify this.
Decadic is a master of the arcane.
Oh, you're a wizard.
Yes,
Can elves be wizards?
Yes.
indeed they can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you saved me from that castle that exploded. I'm sure that you can save me from this. It would be good. I don't like this. I don't like this.
You need to know something else. Something else that's going to be the difficult part that you're going to have to address tonight. As of this moment,
Oh,
you are the crowned empress.
I don't want to be the.
I know you don't.
How am I the? I didn't marry Caspian.
I know you didn't. But the force that has been at work in you, that we have taken care of, put you into a political position to be manipulated. And there are rituals, there are words that you must speak before your brother to relinquish your possession of this title.
Can't he just take it? Can he just be? Can he just be king?
The important thing is that you support your brother in this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
He will support you, but you must do this to support him for the betterment of the realm.
So profound.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Okay.
Every once in a while.
I can do that. I can do that. I can.
Yes.
I
I can assist you with reciting the words. I can talk mentally, say, I can speak to you in your mind quietly.
No one in there anymore.
I am terrible with children. Why?
She starts shaking and panicking.
So
like she
she'll-
doesn't like someone in her. Like,
So I'm gonna.
looks like she's getting like a post-traumatic
Like
stress
PTSD.
of
I'm
being-
gonna-
of being possessed.
medicine wise, I know this is like a mental sort of thing,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
like what's the best course of soothing a PTSD sort of situation?
Yeah, just go ahead and go ahead and roll that. I mean, you're probably gonna get it.
28.
Yeah, you're fine. More comforting, more to you, more
Okay.
relaxed. Just like
Okay.
breathe in. Just have her do breathing exercises.
So then she'll start grounding her. I'll take her through the steps of like soothing anxiety, things of that nature, and
bring her focus
you know,
back to.
look at me, don't worry about anything else, just look at me, sort of things.
She calms down it with that a high roll. It only takes you a couple minutes.
So that is not going to be an option. So, can you read? I'm
Yes.
woefully ignorant of your education at this age.
Yes, I can read. I know poetry.
Could
I'm even taught some mathematics. They let me count.
could we write it down and allow her to read from a script?
I think that should be acceptable.
Would you be okay with that?
Yes. They normally give me things that I'm supposed to read in case I say silly princess things.
So, I would say we could go with her and allow her write. You probably know better than anyone what needs to
Maybe.
maybe.
We are in a Felorian Keep's Moose
I
Keep. I
know.
presume there's literature, like a library I can reference for, like,
Yeah, you could do.
official decrees.
I'm not going to
to
make you do the
Yeah.
rich. You could find the book.
Okay.
Like, there's books plus Smoot's here, and it's like his job to know that stuff.
Perfect. As
So
long
he'll
as
just
we,
roll with disadvantage.
yeah, as long as we know. Sorry, what, Tom?
Sorry, I was saying, or at least Moose Butler knows how to.
At
Right,
least,
yes.
At least Smooth Butler knows what needs to be said, right?
So long as we know what she needs to say,
Right.
that might be the better way for her to handle
Yeah.
it.
Right. Etiquette of Coronation, Chapter 37, Paragraph 10, Subsection A, Part 3, C, and yeah.
You guys write a brief speech. It's maybe a paragraph,
Yeah.
right? She has to recognize her brother.
Mhm.
She has to relinquish her titles by saying them, and then she has to throw herself at his mercy. In which case, he's expected to just welcome her back into the family.
I want to have a conversation with him before we do this.
Okay. Who are you talking to?
I want to talk to the boy.
Oh, to
I wanna talk
Prince
to Hortensia.
Hortensia.
I want
All
to
right.
talk to him.
Okay, he's on his throne, so you gotta make your way back there. Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna leave this with all y'all.
Yes, I will prepare with Smoot the script too.
Yes, we'll do it together.
Perfect. That's good. Keep an eye on that one. And I'm gonna go have a conversation with the emperor,
Ah.
with Hortensia, Prince Hortensia.
Prince Hortensia.
Yep.
Okay. You approach the throne.
Yep.
It's not hard for you to get a chance to approach the throne. You are the Viscount of the Prince of Joy.
Yeah.
So.
Who is standing around him?
The other Viscount is off to the side. He is currently flanked by 3 different mages, each representing one of the Southern Lords. The Southern Lords are currently not in the room. It looks like they're in a side chamber. There's a couple other lords that are in the room, and obviously some knights, and the Shadow Lord is currently here. And he is talking with the prince, and he seems to be handing the prince things to sign.
Okay, so he's actively like signing in the middle of things.
He's actually like signing stuff. He looks like he's gonna be busy for a while, right? But you could
I'm going to interrupt.
gather. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt.
Okay.
So I'll approach. When they let me approach,
You're allowed to approach.
I will kneel before
Okay.
him, and I will say, "What would his Your Majesty?"
He's an emperor.
Okay.
Would Movaes know the proper titles?
Nope.
So go with your best guess.
My Lord, Your Grace, forgive me of my ignorance of the etiquette of your customs. I wish to address you in what is the most respectful manner.
He
This poor kid.
Yeah, the kid kind of pokes up from what he's doing. He hands the feather back to a squire who's off to his right, who just suddenly shows up, grabs the feather, and just disappears off to the side.
Obfuscates.
You know, literally like one of those boys that catches the balls while people are playing tennis, and just boom, and then he's just fucking gone. He turns to you. He first turns to the Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord nods. He says, he kind of goes over. You have good
Is that
ears.
the same poor page boy that he shot in the face with a
Yes, yes, it is. It is the same page boy that he shot earlier.
I resurrected him, didn't I?
Yeah,
I'm sure I
you
did.
did.
All right.
So he goes in. He says, "Viscount. This is the Viscount. Shit, what's your character?
Movaes?
This is Viscount Movaes of the Spring Court. She is the Viscount Consulary equivalent to the Prince of Joy, one of 4 lords." He turns around. Yes, Viscount, Viscount, Vizier. He's very like Vizier. Is
My Lord Movaes. I would.
Lord Movaes.
No. It would bring me no greater joy than for you to call me only Movaes.
Movaes. We recognize you and your lord's stature here. You stand in my presence. You are known. How can our kingdom be of your service?
May I speak with you privately?
He looks back to the Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord just gives him a nod. I will hear your plea, my lady.
Wonderful. And I'll look at the Shadow Lord expectantly.
You will give a nod.
Mm-hmm.
He gives a nod to another wizard who suddenly casts greater invisibility and is probably going to follow you.
It's fine.
And the Shadow Lord, he doesn't sit on the throne, he leans on the throne.
Now, this is me asking out of character. Is the expectation that we'll leave the room?
The expectation is you might leave the room, but there's probably going to be an invisible wizard that's following you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not many places you can go where nobody will notice you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So,
So where do you go?
I'm gonna escort him to a side room.
Okay.
Somewhere that We can have a conversation.
You are escorted to Smoot's private side room, which is a 10 by 10 room that is separated by what is a fake pillar. So it's actually kind of a secret room. Like you push the fake pillar and all of a sudden, oh, there's a door.
Okay.
So somebody walks over, pushes the fake pillar, stands in front of it. After they open the doors to let's let you two in, and obviously probably the invisible guy.
Out of curiosity. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go into the side room
Okay.
and we're gonna have a seat.
Okay.
And I am going to turn to this poor kid. And I'm gonna ask him, I don't know that you remember me.
I do not, my lady, remember your beautiful face.
Please know that none of that is required here.
If you are to court me,
I am not here to court you.
Oh, of course, you are a married lady.
I am not. I am not. Listen. Stop it.
Just remind me.
How may the lion throne be of service to a hero of this country?
May I speak with you privately,
He looks around.
not with words? Not with words out loud.
But like Uncle. Yes.
I'm going to telepathy.
Okay.
How are you really?
He takes off his ring so you can.
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
Yes.
He's got 3 rings on him right
Okay.
now, and there's like multiple shieldings, and
Fine.
it's like he takes one off.
Fine.
He's been informed of what they do, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I guess people shouldn't be able to read the king's mind."
Yes, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
He
And
takes up, and he's like,
She'll ask him plainly, "How are you really?"
He doesn't speak now with a lisp,
Mhm.
right? If you think that's more like a physical issue he has.
Yep.
He says, I'm king, and I am king, my lady, and I'm not entirely sure everything that is to happen, but I am alive, and I am king, and I am learning what is required of me. I knew this day was going to come. I just didn't know that it was going to be today. Is my sister alive?
She's alive.
Good.
Terrible things have happened to her.
I was hoping that one day that she would return back home. I did not know it would be so soon, and I was worried when I heard that she had become older than me.
She is. But I want you to know that I can fix that.
No, I do not want my sister to die.
No. Oh, God, no. Never.
That's-
And she says that out loud. Oh, God, no. Never.
Oh,
So I've
No.
heard people use the word fixed.
No, I can, and then back to
I-
telepathy, I can restore her to her youthful age.
Oh, good. I had already discussed with the lords that they were not allowed to execute my sister like they wanted.
That is what I have come to you for, is to, I need you to know that we are preparing your sister to relinquish this throne to you, and I need to know that you are not going to have her executed
No.
or murdered.
No, I don't want my sister to die.
Insight. Natural 20. Holy shit!
That's like 3.
Look at it! Look, right there! Right there! Natural 20!
See, if not, I rolled
That's
really good. It was
good
going to
That's
be
3 natural 20s! I shit you not! That's the third one,
the
right there!
DC was going to be
Yeah,
20,
have you been
21.
playing your dice?
Anyway,
I'm not!
he's not lying. He's
Okay.
not lying. He's
Okay.
not lying. I was just rolling to see if it was going to be hard to tell, but
Yeah.
no, he is an open book.
Okay.
He at this point he's like no.
I
no.
have come to you because I'm not going to pretend I understand the political games that you are playing, but I've come here to beseech you to please Your sister has had awful things happen to her. I don't even know if you fully understand everything that has happened to her, but she is terrified.
I understand she's terrified. I do not want to harm my sister. I have already had to make certain agreements already that I am not settling well with,
No.
but that I do not have a choice politically, or I will not have the House's alliance against House Alphys, which has refused to join this gathering.
I'm not going to pretend I know at all what you're going through. I want you to know that we are the ones that took you out of that crypt. I am the one who sent you back to the Spring Court to see you protected through all of this. I am your ally, and I want you to know wholeheartedly that I am an open book to you. We are your ally, and the last thing I want is for your sister to throw herself on your mercy and for her to be, executed over something that was not her control. Do you understand what happened to her?
I have been informed. I have been informed that she was possessed, and that her actions were not her own,
No.
and that we are going to blame hags
Yes.
and whatnot.
Which is not a lie.
I will need a representative of the Fae to attest to this, if you could.
I can and will.
That will help.
Yeah.
I have been. The Shadow Lord has told me that you are the heroes who ruled the day. So each of you is going to receive a boon from the court. I hate to ask something of you.
You ask. If it is within my power, I will make it
I don't know if I would ever have this chance to say this, but since we are speaking mind to mind,
Mhm.
tomorrow I am supposed to execute the Prince of Barovia.
Caspian?
Yes.
Okay.
He is, for political reasons, I have to execute him because we took over his country, but I don't want to. One of you can ask that he be exiled. I am going to give one of you a great boon, but if you can ask whatever you want of me, you could ask that he be saved. I would like to not have to kill someone.
Gladly. Done. Done.
Good.
Done, my
I
lord.
was worried about that.
No,
Um,
you need not ask twice.
Okay.
I
He's-
would gladly give my boon to save his life.
He is in the prisons.
Yes.
We
know.
Just ask that he be exiled, and
Yes.
I will exile him to. Is there someone's care I can exile him to? He can't be in this country anymore.
We will. Yes. Oh God. Does Movaes have any idea who's?
It's all up to you.
Oh my God.
You can ask at the moment, but he cannot be in this country if he would be a liability.
When I make that request of my boon in court, I will have a plan. I will have a place for him to go.
Well, the Shadow Lord has said to bring her tonight.
Yes, we have her. She is here.
Yeah, good. So when you are ready, he says plans have been made at 10 o'clock after supper. That during wine and cigars, that we will see the princess brought before us in chains, and that I will show mercy and unlock her chains when she throws herself before the court.
Oh God. Well, at least I know she's supposed to be in chains, and we can prepare her for that.
Yes.
That's the extent of my knowledge of it, and that then she will be my sister, and she will be
Whose care will she fall into?
mine. I was going to be forced to execute the prince to undo the marriage. An emperor cannot undo a dead emperor's ruling. His ruling is in blood. So I would have to kill the prince or exile him to undo the marriage.
Okay.
So if you could accomplish this, then
We will.
when I will give the boons, be ready to answer.
I will be prepared to use my boon to this end.
I will see you in a few hours.
Yes.
I
Thank you.
never smoked a cigar, so I'm gonna have to.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe it in.
Oh, yes.
Do
yes,
not. Don't
yes.
breathe it in.
Yes, they've been pepping me up. I have already met 7 women, and I'm only 8. I'm not ready to be married.
I'm sorry.
I'm not ready to be emperor.
No. Listen. I don't know to what it's worth, but I have seen many years in this world. I am several hundred years old, and I don't think I would be ready to be emperor. So, consider me a friend while you do this. And if you need anything, I, my court, my people, we're here for you.
We will remember that the court of spring came to our aid when the days were darkest.
Thank you.
Yes. I think I should start talking now. 'Cause
Yes.
That wizard is definitely invisible.
Definitely in
He's
this room.
staring daggers at me right now.
Oh, do you have a true sight?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Oh, shit!
I can see everything.
So I'm a damn phoenix!
Well, yeah, and I would say almost like true sight, like he sees you, but then there's like a long shadow of you that like covers
that
like a back
dragony
wall.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's a bird. It's not that
So,
scary, right?
Yeah.
He puts the ring back on. He's like, and what is it that you would like, my lady? He rolled a 13.
I wished only to speak to you, to know that you are well, and to offer our support.
Go ahead and roll me just a deception.
Gonna do that. That is HUD. That's a 10. So
That's a 10.
total is gonna be 16.
Let me see. This wizard's got like the wizard has a +4. So let me see if we can figure it out. No fucking clue.
I will bow
rolled a
with a
2.
flourish. And I will.
This wizard, terrible at reading people.
Perfect.
Insight, not told in wizard school.
The best person to send to watch us.
Right.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I will bow with a flourish
Okay.
and, and say, and let you know that if you have need of me, you need only to call upon me. You have the alliance of me and my court.
Of course, I shall send riders to herald your name to your lord.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Walks back
Yep.
to obviously walks ahead of you.
Yes. Yep. I follow him out.
And he walks through.
Yep.
And he awkwardly gives a thumbs up to the Shadow Lord.
Yep.
And the Shadow Lord just kind of goes, like you can't see his face, but you're like, fuck, this kid needs work.
When he does that,
Yeah.
and the kid walks off, she comes up and she's like, and then she heads off to come back to y'all too.
Give me some skin.
Yeah.
Well, you are back. The scene is yours.
Yes.
I have to use the bathroom.
Go
so
ahead.
you guys go ahead and talk.
Yep.
The princess will be agreeable. At this point, you guys have rolled well enough where probably talk her into the chains.
Okay.
At this point, she just wants it to be.
Literally, I'm gonna come back and just share everything that just happened. I'm literally gonna come back in and go, okay, how to talk with the kid. We're good, but there's some things that we're gonna need to be aware of when the time comes. He is set to execute. That's the word. He's set to execute Caspian. He really, really doesn't want to.
Yes, and you're willing to
I'm
use
willing.
your boon
I'm willing
to
to use my boon. I have no qualms of using mine at all. This whole political game field is mine, and a minefield, and I don't want anything to do with it. I really don't. Like my people. What?
Position you end up with.
What?
I said I look forward to seeing what position or great boon you end up with for your humble soul.
maybe this will teach you that you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
He doesn't eat flies.
Far more valuable than flies.
Well, either way, the point is, I have no qualms. I have no qualms of using my boon whatsoever. It does not bother me in the least. He doesn't want to murder Prince Caspian. I am always going to be a proponent of life over death. So,
Miss Caspian is being held in the dungeons currently.
yes.
Perhaps we should speak with him, get a measure of the man, see if he's a good soul that we can try to help him some way, or
Well, we need to find a place to put him.
precisely.
That's the trick. We're gonna need to have somewhere that somebody's care that he will be exiled into.
Say, figure out what sort of man he is to see if we find him comfortable lodgings or uncomfortable.
That's completely fair.
Okay. You guys heading to the dungeons? A lot of you?
Yes. Will there be time for a short rest before the whole thing? Because I am low on it.
We are tied. Oh, if I have all my spells. I'll heal you. Like,
Do you?
I
He
have-
has quite a few spells. I'm not sure.
no, I was Phoenix the whole
She was
time.
Phoenix like the whole time.
I was Phoenix the whole time. I
Yeah.
have literally only used my 9th level spell.
Oh, top me up, yeah.
Yeah, happily. How many do you need?
Do you got 120?
I will cast heal twice
Heal
and give you
twice?
140.
You guys could also potentially take a short rest if you want. You only need 3 hours until.
Well, short rest doesn't benefit me at all. But
So, Tony,
Yeah.
Zorkstan has zero interest in the child.
Mm-hmm.
So, they can deal with the politics. He hasn't really been following them around on that.
Mm-hmm.
I am deeply suspicious of Mr. Shadow Lord turning a trap on us or somebody else. So I've been trying to busy myself searching for any sign or hint of such a thing.
Okay. Fuck. Turn up the volume a little bit for the T8. Okay. I need you. Roll me a perception check and a insight check and a deception check. I just want to see where you generally lie in this investigation, and then I'll set the scene up depending on how many successes we have.
Alright, we got 28 on perception.
I did.
Let me know if the heater's too high.
I just turned it off accidentally.
Okay. You can leave it off if you want it to turn back on.
No,
It's your
it's pretty hot.
call. Okay. Okay, 28. What's the next one?
20, or sorry, insight was a 9 and persuasion was a 22.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. That is 8 of 5 successes that you needed. Okay.
A sinking suspicion that bottle marked poison could be bad. Not sure, but I feel it.
You are going to, in all the festivities going on, there are 4 grim-faced men who go into the same room that many of the lords are going into, including the Shadow Lord. This is without the prince. These 4 grim-faced men come in, and then you see 4 grim-faced boys, young men. So you saw like 30-year-old like soldiers go in, 4 grim-faced mercenaries, obviously, go into this room, and then 4 grim-faced, they look like boys come out, but because of your vision ability to see forms, these are just illusions. They physically have changed the way that they look with a very powerful illusionary magic that require either true sight or, of course, your ability to see through. And these boys, you could tell, you've seen killers in your time, given your profession and where you come from.
The mirror every morning.
These are definitely assassins. There are 4 assassins that went in to talk to the lords, and then 4 assassins that went back out. And this was the Lord's Chamber with the 3 lords of the South as well as the Shadow Lord himself. What do you do?
Oh, you're muted.
All right, so they haven't noticed me, I assume, right?
No, you beat the successes needed, so they do not
Okay.
notice you. And they don't know you can
Well.
see, so.
I would like to get off a arcane eye if I could,
Okay?
and that's gonna keep an eye on them,
Okay.
since it doesn't cost me anything outside of concentration to see through both at once.
They are obviously setting up an ambush in the southern hallway that leads from the chamber.
Which chamber?
The chamber you guys are in. During this time. And this time, like, you see Cassie's character walk past the assassins and then walk back. They have some kind of rings of invisibility, and they have disguised themselves, as well as they have their illusions on. Each of them has some kind of poisonous dagger. And they are waiting outside, ready to ambush. You're assuming the princess as she walks, if she walks down that hallway.
Well, we don't have any mental communication up yet. So, I'm gonna casually sip a potion for reasons that will heal me because I might be a little hurt.
Okay.
And also, you have a problem. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm running low on potions. And I'm going to casually approach these grim-faced little children.
Okay.
Oh God.
Currently, they're invisible, so they don't know that you can see.
Well, okay, I'm going up to the door myself.
Okay. You go up to the door yourself. Okay, what do you do?
I look around, and there's no one else besides them. I'm trying to pretend I don't know they're there.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out a dagger and coat it in some poison of my own right in front of them.
Okay.
Just to see how they take that for a moment.
Okay. Roll me a deception check. They're going to roll an insight check.
Bottle labeled boy poison.
Uh-oh, 15.
15. All right. You do that action. They seem to be watching you intently. Kind of measuring up what you're going to do since you're in front of the princess's door, putting a poison on a dagger.
I wish to address them without turning back to even acknowledge them.
Okay.
In a very low whisper of, uh-oh, what do I know that they might know? That might be awkward.
Yeah. They also speak probably more than likely Ferellian as well. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
So what language are you speaking?
Boy, I don't have a good choice for this one. Alright, let's go assassins. Is Thieves' Cant itself a distinct enough language, or that's more like a dialect into another one?
Thieves' Cant is like a secret language, like you're good at, like, assassins might know Thieves' Cant, right? Roll me a, there's different dialects, so let's go ahead and just roll me a investigation check to see if you can figure out what Thieves' Cant would probably be the best one to go for. Right, which Pig Latin do you use?
Okay. So you said investigation?
Yeah.
Boy, these guys are terrible. 8.
8. It's going to be tough to
Cassie,
tell.
can you roll for me next time?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, bust out one of those nat 20s again.
Dude!
It's going to be tough. You don't know Ferellian, like and that's probably your biggest barrier with the thieves' camp, right?
Fair enough. That being the case, then we're gonna go with Mandian. I'm gonna use my own language. That's fine in this case.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to ask them if they're here to compete or to cooperate.
Okay. Let me see. I'll roll a dice to see if they know the language. Okay. So you say that. Do you speak in their direction, or you just say something in the Quixavan language?
I say that, but hoping with some kind of, at least enough of a gesture that I do clearly indicate that I know they're behind me. But besides that, not really.
They stare at you, unknowing, and one of them roll me an insight check. He's going to be trying to do something with a sleight of hand.
Oh my god, 4.
4. He quickly flicks his hand to the side. Your eyes dart there quickly. And it's like he was just testing to make sure if you could see him or if it was a bluff. Seeing that you could see him with his invisible hand as he flicks out his hand, drawing your attention over there. He looks to the others, and they look to him. And they start backing away silently. Just eyes on you, backing up. What do you do?
I am going to step towards them
Mm-hmm.
a couple of times just to measure to see if they step forward, continue backing off, or if that.
They're continually backing off, right? Some random snake man can now see them, and he's been rumored to be the guy that just took down the princess. So they look like they're backing off.
All right, I'm going to then turn away, leave my eyeball following them though,
Okay.
and I decided to enter their chamber. To go knock on the door myself.
Okay. As you knock on the door, it looks like they're retreating back to where the Southern Lords are. It looks like they leave a piece of paper, and they slide it underneath the door invisibly. And it looks like they're starting to walk away, like they're leaving the keep. Anyway, entering the scene. That's happening during the time of this conversation. As you enter the scene with everyone else, as Movez is healing Decadic.
Yep.
Yeah, I just had like bruises, bandages on me this whole time. It's like, by the way, could we take care of this? Maybe?
Got it.
I didn't
Got
even
it.
realize.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
That's all good. It's been a busy day. Very busy day for us.
Strong, how you doing? Good?
He's
No,
good.
no. Smoot, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Of course. Okay. All right, good. Yeah. Right.
I'm fine too. Nobody asked.
Why do you have her in a room with no guards?
The guards were outside.
Hmm.
Were they not out there?
He didn't see any guards. There were guards when you entered.
Yeah, there were guards out there when we came in.
But you, Zorksan, didn't see any guards.
So there's no guards out there?
No.
You look back outside.
Luckily for
No
everyone,
guards.
things seem to be fine now.
What's going on?
The girl's still in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just I'm tapping at you, think at me, please.
Okay. All right. Do you have the thing that you can open up the channel between us all?
Yes, of course, always. Make sure I have fucking spells left. Yes, I do. Ah,
Okay. All
surprisingly.
right. All right.
Yeah. Rally cry, rally cry.
Okay.
Okay. What's going on?
My timing was fortunate, but 4 assassins were posted up outside of this room before I got here.
What? What? Oh, Mauvais looks furious.
You need to practice the poker
No.
face. Don't let it show
Let's
quite
not
so.
freak
Have
out the
fucking
girl.
poker face, Decadic. What is poker?
A little bit of flame whisks at your
Yeah.
eyes. So just a bit like,
Yeah, I'm pissed. Mauvais is pissed.
Just take Movase's head in the hands, turn away from the child.
flames on my face.
Okay.
Looks like they're leaving. My eye's still tracking them.
Okay.
Fortunately, they were willing to leave without a fight. I don't think we need to start a fight in this situation here.
Whose assassins were they?
Don't know yet, but they slid something into the Southern Lord's room that they actually went into first that I haven't had a chance to check yet. There's a good chance things might be worse.
Well, this is my castle after all. Let's go after them. Or at least go see what's in that room.
I can track them for an hour as long as I can concentrate, so.
So, at least one.
In the meantime, would one of you mind telling me if you see guards out here?
I'll go look. Guards out there?
Just to make sure there's not an illusion that any of you are falling under.
Nope.
You don't see the 2 guards.
They're just gone.
They were there.
They were.
Yeah.
But they left their post.
Somewhere within the last 20 minutes they've left.
God.
So,
I'm
one
gonna
of the
put Urk out
lords
there.
Okay.
doesn't wish for the Empress
Now
to be
posts
part of
outside.
this.
Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him out there.
Okay.
Her out there.
Who would want to see the princess killed rather than pardoned?
There was a whole. What did he say? What did the prince say? It was the Southern Lords, or was it the Shadow Lord?
The Southern Lords petitioned him to kill Prince Caspian to nullify the marriage.
But didn't they also want the girl executed?
No.
I swear he said.
Yeah, I thought you
Isn't
said
the-
something
I
about.
swear you
Isn't
said
the
that.
Shadow Lord a Southern Lord?
Yes. Right.
He answers to one of the Southern
Okay.
Lords.
Okay.
No, they do not want her executed. You had mentioned that he was like, "Oh no, I don't want to kill my sister."
No, but I thought he said he already had to talk people out of killing her.
Yes. The Shadow Lord
Yeah.
said he did have to talk the Southern Lords out of killing her. Yes.
Okay. All right.
And he said he was going to have that conversation, that he was going to petition them to not, and that she was not ready for marriage
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
And yeah. There you go. So that was said. But these assassins went into the Southern Lords' private, like they're all basically in council. The Southern Lords are together. They went in, and then they left the Southern Lord's room. The Shadow Lord is with the prince currently.
Okay. So he wasn't in there.
No, that was my mistake. He has not left the room. He is fucking. He is milking the fact that he has the prince's
have those?
ear, and he rues the day.
Are they gluten free? I mean, I don't care. Help,
I think
please.
those are corn.
Please help yourself.
Yeah,
I want you
I'll
to
do it.
eat them. Yes, but
As we'll find out in a minute.
I just don't want you to get sick. That's all I care about.
Anyway, yes.
Okay.
So, listen, we can keep chatting, but I'm gonna steal Smoot here for a moment.
Smooths, plural.
Which one, Captain?
Yes,
Yes.
How big is this
take them
hallway?
both. We should go check on the Southern Lords, and one of you two should actually keep an eye outside this door.
I've got Urk out there.
The hallway is about 30 feet long and then about another 80, right? Because you're in the midway point, right? And this is the hall that goes around.
I'm not gonna fit.
So this is like the far end. Yeah, and with your form, you might be able to squeeze into the main chamber, but you're probably gonna set some people on fire.
Let's avoid
And
any
people
more.
are
I had
Right.
fun blowing the second floor off the last
Right,
place,
yeah.
but like,
You're like Andre the Giant in like any Japanese hotel room, just sitting there awkwardly, like I can't move or I'm gonna break something.
Please don't demolish my castle.
I'm not, I won't.
Don't worry, you gotta blow up another one of the floors too.
Yeah.
Another time.
Yeah, there you go.
kept going. You're
I-
a castle record.
My destructive
Home record.
tendencies at my home record, my destructive tendencies have been sated for the day, so it's alright, I get it. Yeah. Man.
So what are you guys doing? You're doing something, Tom?
I was gonna say me and the Smoots should go check out the other room and see what's happening there.
I love this idea.
Okay.
While these two are still here, so as to not alert the girl / keeping her safe. So I don't want to bring her with us in case it's a bloodbath in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
You three go.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay, and you two stay.
Are
okay.
you staying with me? Are we staying? Or do
I'll
you
stay
wanna go
with you.
them?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're taking
The
Aragar,
Smoots.
right? That's what.
Erigar and Smoot and him.
Yep.
Yes, Smoots.
Yeah, the Smoots. Plural. Yes.
The identical Smoots
Yes.
are going. You walk down the hallway unabated. You find yourself
Again, no guards.
again. You do eventually run into guards, but just not in the hallway, right? Like at the end of the hallway, there's like two guards, like just having fun, drinking. You haven't seen those other two guards, right? Yet. So you
I
go.
mean, surely this room would have had its own guards also.
Yeah. So you do go to the Southern Lord's door. There is a single knight, well dressed, with his helm down. Currently, he is standing at rest outside the Southern Lord's door. He has a halberd, and he is at rest. As you
Was he
walk
there
up,
when the Dukes?
yes, he was there when they went in. He was standing outpost. He like opened up the door, didn't look in, grabbed it, shut it. Like that's all he does, right? Is receive missives and open and close the door. But he wasn't. He can't see them when they left the note. They just were invisible and they slid it under.
Alright. Well, we'll put Smoot in front. He's probably got a right to talk to these people in at least some sense, so.
The guard challenges Lord Smoot. How may I assist you, sir? And I guess one of you wants to play Smoot.
You can stand aside. I left something in there.
Roll me a persuasion for Smoot. I think he's got like a plus
I love this.
7.
It's your. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We're not in your. Is this one your castle or. No.
It is his
Yeah,
castle, so it's a low DC.
Yeah, so.
How low is the DC 9?
Smoot has lucky. He could reroll.
He's gonna use his goddamn lucky. You know what, Cassie? How about you roll it?
You want me to roll it? Happy to!
Just for the heck of it.
14!
14.
21!
Yeah.
All right.
If it's plus 7.
All right. With Smoot's luck and the fact that it is his castle, the DC was only 15. So
I missed it.
But the Southern Lords are in there.
Yeah.
So
Good.
Oh, I didn't. I rolled a 14.
yeah. You
I'm
roll a
sorry.
14, then you add the amount.
Yeah.
So he stands aside. He opens. He unlocks the door and he says, "At your leave, my lord. This is your keep, and they are under your banner." He just kind of stands there at rest, and he's just kind of looking from left to right. What do you do?
We go inside. Okay, no. Tom, you take over. Yeah.
Yeah, I say, go in, let him shut the door.
Okay, you go in and shut the door. Okay. I'm going to describe two scenes.
Oh.
First scene. This is what Erigar and Decadix see. You see three...
Smoot.
Sorry. Yeah.
Smoot.
And Zorn's in.
Yeah. But you guys
Oh.
don't have something that's Orcsam.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Unless one of you has True Sight on.
Nope.
Nope? Okay. So back to this. So you guys see this. You guys see three lords smoking cigars, laughing with each other, and drinking wine. They don't seem to be regarding you in any fashion. And as you walk in and you start talking, they just seem to be ignoring both the Smoots and him. And as the door shuts behind you, Tom, Zork-san can see through this illusion. You see 3 dead lords lying on the ground, no blood. Their faces are withered as if they have been decayed. Sitting in the middle of a round table, 3 half smoldering cigars sitting upon it, and a spilt glass of wine, sits a very small figure of a man wearing a green robe with a blurry face. He looks up to you, blurry face, and he says, "Knight to Rook 5." And he disappears. His astral projection gone. With that, let's take a break because my dog's losing their mind, and we will figure out what to do next.
Good Lord.
After these messages,
We'll be right back.
Alright, and music. Where's the music button? Where's the music button?
There's a music coming
Amber
up.
Family, left screen, slideshow. Oh, background music. There we go. And Right. Let me turn off the background music, and let me turn off the slideshow. I should probably just put those all together so it's easier to find. Slideshow. There we go. I got to get one of those. It's a keypad that you can hit. You just switch between different transitions. I just got to get one of those one of these days. Anyway.
One of those macro boxes, like
It's-
X keys.
It's a stream deck. Sean
Yeah.
has one of those.
Yeah, because then I can just pre-program the buttons and I don't
Yeah.
have to like hit it. Anyway, Moot. Back to the show.
Yes.
Okay, guys, it's your scene. You have 3 of the most influential lords in this area dead in your feet, and you're the only ones in the room. Though the illusion is still there. What do you do?
Smoot, resist the urge to eat their bodies for now.
Smoosh's sitting here like, what? What are you talking about? 'Cause they see an
Of
illusion.
course,
Right,
Captain.
to Aragorn.
You, Tom,
That's it.
your character is the only one that saw that. You're the only one that heard that.
Where are the bodies, Captain? I mean, of course.
I guess we do have our rally cry going now. So, hey, Movays,
Yes.
I'm gonna bet it won't work,
Okay.
but you need to come visit this room and, I don't know, maybe be ready to cast some resurrection magic, potentially.
Who died?
What did you do, Captain?
Movays, I can't see you, but stop frightening the girl.
She like sips her tea. Okay, so I need to come in there, and people are dead. I should do this stealthily then. Yeah?
Just casually, just...
Okay, casually. Got it. Got it. Okay, so I'll turn to Smoot's wife.
Yes, dear.
I am being summoned. Be right back.
Oh, just looks towards around this
She'll just being summoned. Be right back.
Oh, magical. I
Yes.
apologize.
Indeed, yes.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
I will get up. I will walk out of the room, and I will shut the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lock the door behind you.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, you can hear.
I can
What am
hear,
I
yes.
fucking worried about? Okay.
Yes.
We're being summoned. We'll be right back. And we're gonna go. I'm gonna like.
You're gonna go. I'm gonna stay.
You're gonna stay. Okay, yes, perfect.
I'm gonna cast my magnificent mansion spell in here.
Okay.
Because there's bodies dropping and people wanting to kill this little girl.
Yes.
This
Perfect.
room is now a magnificent mansion. It is its own demi-plane. The door will open to nowhere unless you choose it to.
Perfect.
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna pause outside of the door and I'm gonna be like, where am I going? Where am I going? Where are you at?
Follow the sound of our
I
voice.
just opened
Yeah,
it myself.
this is
Out
not.
here, the face.
So okay, so I'll head that direction.
You have that direction. You see a guard posted with a halberd outside a closed door.
Okay. I have been summoned by the Lord Smoot, who is inside this room.
He knocks twice on the door. You got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the actual
He will.
Smoot.
He will briefly open the door. Lord Smoot, a
Movays.
Mauvaise is here.
Yes, come in.
Okay. I will walk
At
past.
your will.
Yes.
Uh,
Thank you.
he
Thank
will-
you.
he will
He's my
step
body
aside.
double.
Can't you tell?
I will walk into the room,
Lord
and at the moment, I see the illusion as well.
You see an illusion. 3 lords drinking wine, smoking cigars, not acknowledging any of you.
I'm gonna look at you guys like, okay,
So,
okay.
our dear friend Rajat has made an appearance tonight.
This is an illusion, isn't it? I'm gonna like, she's gonna go over and like wave her
Your
hand.
hand goes through.
God!
Illusion test.
Great. And these men are not with us anymore?
Correct.
Okay.
As you walk forward,
I'd be
your foot-
surprised if you're
your
able
foot
to fix
kicks
them.
something that's not there, right?
Great.
A hard something though, not like a soft something.
Well.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess counterspell the illusion.
No, don't do that.
Let's dispel magic on illusions. Counterspell only does
Okay.
active. Yeah.
Do we want people to see?
I can do that.
I don't know that you should do that.
All right. Oh wait.
In case anyone else comes into the room.
Yep.
And no one will suspect a thing as we have a conversation right by the Lord, and
It's
no
fine.
one thinks anything.
Listen,
Yes.
listen,
They've
one-
clearly invited you all in there, right? They're just chatting.
So,
What do?
okay. Okay. I have enough spells. How long have they been dead? Can I tell?
Right now,
I can't tell at all.
Can't tell. They're illusions.
How big is this room?
This room is about
I can
a
estimate pretty close. I can give you a somewhat estimation.
I don't know
saw
if it's
them go in and out of that room.
Yeah, you know what? Through your description, go ahead and roll me a medicine check, Movaze, with disadvantage because
Okay.
you're doing it through third.
So I'm gonna roll it just normal because I have
Oh.
my
Oh,
because
just
I've got
potent,
my
so you just roll straight.
yeah. So it's 14 plus
Oh.
my 9.
Plus your 9. Okay, these guys have been dead maybe. Actually, that's really good. These guys have been dead maybe about an hour.
So I can
An hour and a
regular
half.
res them.
You could do regular resurrection.
Okay, I have enough of those. I could bring all 3 of them back
Okay.
with that.
So you cast resurrection on one of the bodies.
I'm gonna try on one.
Okay. As you cast resurrection on the body, you reach out with your spell to grab the soul
Mm-hmm.
and pull it back into the body.
Mm-hmm.
And you reach in.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. That tells you one thing definitively.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes sense now that their body's so hard and the fact that their bodies are so withered.
Mm-hmm.
He consumed the soul.
Okay.
The soul is gone.
So do I think true res would work? No. Fuck.
You need a soul. There's no one to bring back.
God damn it.
They're gone. Like it is like gone.
So
It would take the Codex Vitus to bring them back.
do we know where that is?
Yeah, you guys have found it twice.
Mm.
Because every time it's used to use that one power that can undo any death, it disappears and is somewhere else in the world.
So Zorxan, you're correct. It's not going to work. But I can tell you that. Can we say Rajat's name? Do we know? Like, is that?
I don't think there's anything. It's not like.
That's what I. It's not like a. It's like.
Not
the
that
other
we know
ones?
of.
Not that we know. Okay.
His name was almost impossible to figure out what it was in the first place,
Okay.
apparently.
So
The
Rajat.
Lady of Answers couldn't find it.
Yeah. So Rajat consumed their souls. There's no soul to bring back. I can't resurrect them. And that's why they're, as he described it, these withered husks. If I could take my true form in here, I could tell you exactly what they look like. But like at this point,
It's not worth it.
that's fine.
You don't need to look.
I'm glad to be spared of that.
Captain, what does your eye following those assassins see?
And that is the next part.
At this point, they're grabbing horses. They're buying some horses at the hotel, and they're getting ready to start riding out.
It seems they're about to leave town.
But they're not completely out of town. It looks like they might be there for a little bit.
And let's see.
So
I
assassin.
don't have a teleport I can cast straight out currently, but
were these assassins
how's your
were they hired by the lords? Or were they another machination of Rajat's? Why would, if they were trying to assassinate the Empress, that's what they were hired to do, then why would Rajat kill the lords if he wanted to? It's I'm only seeing a couple squares in the chessboard. I don't know what his larger goal here is.
Maybe his intention is to eliminate the Southern Lords because they are the ones that were uprising against the Northern Lords. Or maybe he just wants to kill them all.
Would he want to frame you all?
It's possible.
Could be if they. It's a astute point, actually, Smoot. I mean, Aragar. That's if the Northern Lords aren't necessarily going to want to go along with this until the Empress officially abdicates. Wiping out opposition. Make it that much harder to establish the princess, the true heir to the throne. Might be worth bringing Trifica, the Shadow Lord, into this, because I don't see this being a ploy of his, and I think we need much help as we can at this moment, because dead nobles currently.
Now, based off of the conversation we had earlier, we know that Trifica is being ordered by one of the Southern Lords. Do we know which Southern Lord it is? Did we ever find that out?
He never said
Okay.
which of the Southern Lords wanted that specific fate.
Just in case it's one of them that are dead right now.
Yeah. You know that the 3 Southern Lords, they're all in this room. The
Oh,
current-
there are only 3.
There are only 3, because there are only 5 major lords. 2 in the north, 3 in the south.
Oh!
So,
Okay.
all of the Southern
Who's like a
Lords have been
sublord?
assassinated at this point.
So, Trifica might like to know that his liege lord is currently no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I doubt he will try to get promoted in this particular fashion.
Once they get on those horses and leave, my eye won't be able to keep up. So if you want to take any informants, we need to leave now. Or try to catch any of the assassins, I should say.
Yes. I've secured the princess in a magnificent manner in this room. I can see if I can pursue these assassins before they get out of town.
Yep. I want to pursue the assassins as well.
I mean, I want to pursue the assassins as well.
Very well, Eragon. Let us be off then.
Who's this Aragon that's talking about?
So, Aragar and Decadic are heading off to pursue the assassins. What are the rest of you doing during this time?
I think Zorkstein, you should probably go too, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
guess we'll do that. I was going to suggest Mauvaise teleport us. She can probably do
Oh.
that decently.
I can.
Oh, do you still have
I
that
can
scroll?
try pretty darn well the hotel.
I also have the spell, so
Oh, you're the spell
I
tech.
say I
Turn
can.
around, Eragon.
Well,
Just remember to place
No,
assassins.
I can only take us. I can only take
Wait,
us
where are
back.
you going?
No.
You can only
I
take
have
it
the
back to
scroll.
you
I
have
have
the
the
scroll,
scroll.
yeah,
I
okay.
have a scroll
Because
of
your
teleport.
power
that I
just
can
takes you
use.
back to the ship.
It
right?
does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right. So I can just use. I have one scroll of teleport, so I could just use it and give you all what you need to teleport out there.
Okay.
So, and that'd get you there faster.
Okay.
Do you want me to go, or we need, or do we want Smoot to go talk to the Shadow Lord? Like,
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if any of us, it should probably be him.
So Smoot and Ghost talks to the Shadow Lord off scene.
Yep.
And what's Mauvaise?
I'm gonna go with y'all. But
Okay.
this, I feel like that's
Yeah.
'cause-
Otherwise, we're going to waste time trying to take them back as well, and that's just...
And the Empress is in.
Magnificent manner,
So-
which...
We don't need to worry about her so much.
So you all flee the scene of the murder.
Yes.
Yes.
This is well thought out.
But that was the other thing. Yeah, I didn't want to walk out the door.
You
that's
guys.
That's a good point, y'all. Is that how we want to do this? Do we want to teleport out of here?
If
Like,
we catch the assassin, maybe we'll be okay. Or one of the assassins, at least.
See, we go catch them, then we teleport back into the room, and the guard can vouch that we never left the room. It's a foolproof plan. It has to work.
We don't need to come back here.
Yeah. Okay.
So hear me out. We steal another pirate ship. We get out of here.
Start a taco stand.
So,
Street taco stand.
who is teleporting to take care of the pirate? To take care of the
Assassins.
assassins.
I will.
Okay.
You too, Tom?
Tom as well.
So, we're gonna all go to hopefully just make it a quick event.
And then Smoot's gonna walk out and talk to the Shadow Lord, who is his liege lord. Yeah, because his boss is dead in this room.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then they're gonna see him walk out.
No. Yep.
Which out of all of us he would have the most pull in this
Yes.
situation.
So
Okay.
Smoot walks out. And he's like, the lords want to be left to alone. They're not taking an audience right now. And he just keeps walking.
Love it.
Okay. He shuts the door. You guys teleport to the inn.
Yep.
Okay.
I took my scroll off.
Okay. Roll me that air chance.
What's the?
It's a D100.
Is it me?
Who's
No.
ever casting
Yeah,
this
with my describing it, it says she's teleporting, but we're only
I'll
casting my
give you.
description.
I say I'll give you the scroll. Like you can use it.
Oh, sorry, you have the scroll.
It's
Okay,
a scroll.
sorry.
I can
So,
just give it to you.
since I can still see it with my arcane eye, do I really have an error chance?
Oh,
on that?
yeah, because it's at sight. Yeah, never mind. You're fine. So, boom. You guys teleport there. Right on top of the assassins. You guys are right freaking there. At this point, they're only 5th level rogues. So let's just make this. Yeah, you guys are at a level that most people will never see.
No.
So roll me a skill chance, right? See if you can a skill check. See how you guys can wrangle these rogues. Are you trying to kill them or not? It's a lower skill check if you're trying to kill some of them or all of them.
Let's try to keep them alive in case.
Yeah.
Okay, so what skills do you want to, or abilities or spells do you want to use in this violent, probably, round of combat?
I do have the Tavern Brawler feat.
Okay.
Try to grapple them.
Okay. Okay, so that'd be an attack roll to grapple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Matt? What are you doing?
Wall of Force.
Wall of Force.
Hey.
Fucking roll me an arcane check. Sounds pretty familiar. Pretty good. I'll give you I will give you a +5 to the check because you were using a very germane spell.
Okay.
What about you?
At the level of spells I have left, about the best I'm gonna have is like hold person.
Whole person. All right. What level and who on?
So I'll cast it at 5th level.
Okay. Roll me a nature check at a +5.
All right.
And what about you, Tom?
I figure whichever one seems to be getting the furthest away, I'm going to cast a suggestion on to just have him come back, and seeing as all the rest of his buddies aren't getting murdered, hopefully,
Your base
it
racial.
won't be detrimental to his life.
Yeah. Base racial on suggestion. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. Okay. And I'll start with the
Persuasion check or the wisdom?
Oh,
It's usually a wisdom.
It's normally a wisdom, but I'm making it the excuse to do a
Okay,
persuasion check at.
If Tony, because hold person is 2nd level, and if I cast it at 3rd or higher, I can hit more than one.
Mhm.
If I don't need to cast it at a higher level, like if we're able to hit, I would rather not.
The bonus comes from casting at a higher level, so you would have less of a bonus
I'll
if you
just keep
cast
it
at a
then.
lower level.
That's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to hit all 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get 3 of them.
You get 3 of them,
2,
right?
3,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5. However many it goes up to.
It would be one. It'd be 4. It'd be 4 people.
4. Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
you got all 4.
Yeah. Well, there's
good.
5. Is there 5 of them? I thought there was 5.
4.
Well, this is a skill challenge, right? So some of
Okay,
them might
yeah.
succeed,
Yeah, that's
not.
fine, that's
The
fine.
wall
Yep.
force may capture some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what we're mitigating a multi-level combat to do like a skill challenge because this is
Fair.
it's not really if you're gonna be able to do it or not. It's like how messy is this gonna be?
Yep.
And how quickly is it gonna happen? Like, is one of them gonna have a cyanide capsule before you do something? That kind of thing.
Okay.
So
That's a 17. This one is.
so Johnny, starting with you, what did you get?
Tavern Brawler strike 22.
22. All right. Matt.
With the +5 that you gave, it was a 28.
Jesus. How you got?
31.
Okay.
33 for my suggestion then.
Okay. I was gonna call this good. I was gonna say it's gonna be like get everything you want. It's gonna be like 14 successes, anything less than You guys got 20 fucking 4 successes.
We are 15 levels higher.
We take their lunch money.
Turn them upside down and
So
shake
I
them.
want you guys to paint me a scene, right? Let's do layer upon layer. What is it? Let's start with Decadic with the punch. So Decadic, paint me the first part of the scene, and then we'll accent it as we go.
Yes, we teleport. I'd say I end up like literally directly right in front of one of them, startling them, and then just flat out just right in the nose.
Just bam, right in the nose, goes flying back, hits a board, and just starts stumbling forward. The rest, shocked at what's happened, start to try to sprint in 3 different directions. How's this wall of force look as you try to capture one of them in it?
As the one is running off, I cast Wall of Force, and it kind of gets it to where he's like running like right at the edge of it.
Oh,
and
like
it,
Tron.
and it like spins around and comes back to me.
You fucking tackle him as he runs directly back towards you. The Lord Smoot again, victorious. Tom.
I don't put on my best Testifa impression and convince that poor soul with the suggestion that he can come back and live, or keep going and die. But the second part is never said.
He freezes in his tracks, turns around, and shakily walks back. Legs wobbling like a ill-constricted ride at Disneyland. Cassie, how do you close the scene?
I basically move into the center of all of them around at the center of your wall of force that has turned them around, and I basically pull up my staff and I say, "Everybody stop!" and hit the ground with the butt of my staff and cast Hold Person on all 4 of them.
A tremor runs through the earth and up their bodies, the vibration freezing their nerves and seizing them up. They are at your mercy. The scene is yours as they are frozen in place. What is it that you wish to do or say at this time?
Should we unmask them before we bring them, or unmask them in front of everyone? Because are they masked?
The illusion at this point has been it's still 1 hour, so they do look like little younger gentlemen, like young squires. They're no longer invisible because that broke.
Let's have a little chat with them before we bring them before any authorities.
Okay.
And while we do that, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
I love that. Love that. for
Zone
them.
of truth. So you got all 3 of them paralyzed in a hold person.
And we just
In
move
the
them
hotel
together,
lobby.
all 4 of them together. And
all together, right? Horse tied them to, and sitting there in a zone of truth. So I will
we tie them to the
I will be-
rubble of the statue Aragorn commissioned.
You drag like a leg or a head in and like tie him to it. I love it. Okay. I will play the part of the rogue assassins caught. They'll spit at you, speaking of Valorian. Unhand me. Yeah, pay you gold.
adorable.
Does anybody speak?
Look, I tried to have a chat with him earlier. It didn't
What's
go
the
well.
language I'm trying to remember what the language I speak is.
I mean, this is my castle, but I don't know the language.
Just
The local language here is Valorian.
I'm just trying to remember what language I knew. I don't know where it would be at.
Be under. Let me.
Features? No.
I forgot to pull up D&D Beyond. Let me
Druidic.
take a look at your languages.
Feats, racial feats.
Proficiency. It should be
Thank you.
proficiency languages section.
No, I speak Burdian and Mithrian
Oof.
and Nanadolian.
Nanadolian,
And
yeah.
Varisian.
Varisian.
Yep.
Yeah, the other side of the continent.
But in Phoenix form, I speak them all. So
There you go.
I I don't know that we
Oh,
want
God.
colossal
No,
Phoenix
we
out
don't.
here, but
Scene.
You look around in this wooden barn surrounded by straw.
it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. And I don't even know if that would count. But it literally says all.
Oh, you would. In your
Oh.
Phoenix form, you'd be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's like, yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
See,
Would one of you like to speak to them?
I will telepathically speak to one of them in Nandorian, because that nation's fairly close to here, so maybe they know that
That'd be nice.
dialect also.
Yes.
Oh,
They
good.
speak Nandalonian because they are mercenaries. That is a mercenary tongue.
Why do I know that then?
Oh, it's a common shared language. Everyone gets to pick one language that they all know since there's no common in my game. You all started off just coincidentally being able to know the same language.
Okay.
It's a free one you all got.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't know why I got
We were on a slave ship
Yeah.
owned by those people, so
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of us were
That's why they,
Okay.
they
Maybe
picked
it's
that
the
one.
narrative.
I got you. Okay. I just didn't understand what. That's fine. Nope. That's great.
Any character coming in that's primary gets to know that language. Just somehow you've learned it.
Okay.
They've been lurking in the background the whole time.
Anyway, the scene. You've learned that they do speak Nandalonian.
Telepathically, I will say this can go the easy way, where you tell us exactly who hired you, or this can go the hard way, where we extract it from you, and you may not think straight afterwards.
Roll and intimidate with advantage. You guys just beat the shit out of these guys
Oh my god.
in a round. 4 trained assassins going 4 different directions. Fucking didn't stand a chance.
With advantage, 18.
18. How about this? I'll tell you in telepathy with you. The one you're talking to says, "I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you let me go, you can keep these 2, or keep these 3."
I don't have to make a deal with you. I can peer into your mind, peel back the layers of your very essence, and take the answers for my own. Or you can just tell me and preserve your sanity.
Roll another intimidation check. This time with advantage. Again. DC is lower.
Can I assist him in any way by keep speaking Yanti Thief Cant at them just to irritate them since they didn't know me, didn't understand it last time?
Sure, I'll give him a +1 because you're going
Neat gestures
in the
behind it.
background. You're going sa su sa.
Parcel tongue in the
Parcel tongue in the
background.
background. And your people are known to be evil slavers, so it's definitely like.
Don't worry, we won't hurt you.
Well, with that, then it's a total of 21.
21. He's like, fine, fuck this contract. The Southern Lords hired us to kill the princess. Went into the room, smoking their cigars and drinking their wine, and they paid us in gold. They paid us in a sack of gold to kill her. Tried to kill her. That fucking Yanti saw us. Left. We slid the piece of paper underneath, letting them know that we have canceled the contract, we've been found out, and we left the gold in a bush outside the castle. Them to find. We did keep 8 gold pieces for our trouble.
Was this all 3 of the lords commissioned you, or is this organized by anyone in particular?
It was all 3 lords. They were all in there drinking their wine, and they just hired us. We had received a message by their carrier earlier that day.
What did that guy look like?
Who is the carrier?
Some short squire. He starts thinking hard. Do you hear me? You have detect thoughts to be.
I can cast Detect Thoughts. I do have a slot for that.
You feel the opportunity to appear.
I will do so.
He thinks hard in his mind, as hard as he can. The boy's frame is there, wearing a green tunic. But the face is just a blur.
God damn.
Just blurred. Piece of paper, and him and the rest rode here that day. Somehow they were able to ride, though, 40 miles in 10 minutes. They're not sure how. Got here quickly and they arrived at the castle. They presented their letter to a guard who then let them in the castle upstairs and into the room with the Southern Lords. Here's the thing, when you start thinking back in his memory, the memory doesn't perceive the illusion, right? Illusions are something cast on the mind. You start looking back in real memories, it can kind of see through illusions. They're standing in the room talking to nothing, but there's a blurred figure sitting on the table. 3 dead
3 dead
lords.
So,
So Rajat hired them.
yeah.
As your mind kind of comes to, you've been bleeding out of your nose.
So I'm on the outside seeing
On the
this.
outside, like he's staring, and his mind he's just staring at this guy, and he just starts bleeding profusely
So,
from his nose.
When you come back, Movaise has got her hand up, like the hand on the back of your head, holding like something up to your face, and she's like, "Decadic, Decadic, Decadic."
Thank you, my first. Yes.
I'll give it to you soon. What kind of damage did he just take?
Psychic.
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
Okay. Is it like how many hit points worth?
Oh, that's a good question.
If you had to ask.
Yeah. Healer.
428.
Oh, you're dead. Good thing I've got that diamond in your pocket.
You
Your
looked
pocket.
upon the
Your
blurred
pocket.
face of Rashad.
Yeah,
That is high level NPC. Let me.
We're not
go
that diamond, that's the one that's strong.
Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, him, not me.
Yeah, him.
Roll in. 27.
27. Okay, you do make it, so you're going to take half. You take 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Well, I'll psychically tell the rest of you. Good news. Southern Lords weren't actually conspiring to kill the princess. Bad news, Rajat was. Assassins were hired when the Lords had already been killed and tricked into thinking they were doing the Lord's bidding.
Great. Great.
So, clearly, Rajat is doesn't want this unification of Ferolis to occur. And I highly doubt he's going to stop now that we've caught the assassins here.
Well, yeah, he didn't exactly seem concerned. He wasn't there in person, but he was definitely waiting around in an astral form or something like that, just to taunt someone personally. If there was any chance us finding this is going to mess with his plans, he wouldn't have done that.
We need to get the princess and the emperor out of here.
Yep.
To get them somewhere safe, secure. Forget protocol ceremony. Need to get them, if possible, perhaps back to the capital with both of them, and just let people there know, hey, things are cool now, so that it's public knowledge that there's no more strife vying for the throne. Because I feel his intention is to keep this from getting out, so that civil war will break out in Ferolis.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good news about this is that maybe this will help unify Ferolis. against a common enemy. So it may be in our best interest to continue with the ceremony once they all know what's going on.
Yes, sure.
Ah, yes. Let's inspire them with our tale of this creature that most are never even capable of finding out exists.
Of course, yes. They will 100% believe us. But we do have.
Typically, people like to unify and hate against things they can see and know exists.
Personally.
Erica, you want to
Otherwise, what
volunteer?
it's going to look like.
We'll have the people of the village chase you out of town throwing rocks.
I will 100% try to persuade everybody.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So, the scene is still yours. What do you do?
Good question. Talk with Triffica. Things are going tits up.
You have a mental connection with Smoot. He's currently in conversation with Triffica.
Smoot, how's that there conversation going with your Shadow Lord?
Well,
buddy?
luckily, the Shadow Lord does possess a ring of true sight, and he is panicking. His silver mask has been removed. He is stomping on it. He is upset. We're
Well-
in the room with the bodies.
We have apprehended the assassins, but the assassins were hired by Rajat, posing
Well-
as the lords.
Fuck.
Yes.
Yes.
Triffica says, bring them back.
Okay. We can do that.
If nothing else, the memories do show that they weren't commissioned by the Southern Lords.
No.
So he can't be implicated. And they didn't actually kill anyone here at the keep, so.
Yep.
Telepathically to the would-be assassins, if you would like to keep your lives and maybe get a bit more of that gold you stashed, you'll return to the keep with us.
They'll stand up and follow you. They're thoroughly intimidated.
I said they're right now. They're held. Like we could drag
Yeah,
them. Like
yeah.
I could just keep them held, and we could just drag them back. Like,
Yeah, if they can walk, let them walk.
all right. We're gonna take everything off of them first.
Okay.
Any poison, any daggers. Check their mouths. I'm looking for death capsules. I'm looking for anything that they could use. Like, I will thoroughly investigate them with the full weight of my.
With your passives enough,
Mhm.
you are able to find their cyanide capsules.
Yep.
You take their poison daggers. The pouches they have are filled with dirt.
Not gold.
Gold was an illusion
Got it.
the
Okay.
whole time.
Okay.
And yeah, they are thoroughly they're surrounded. They can't make the run. They at this point they're certain no, I don't.
You will run, and I will catch you. Anywhere.
I'm just scared at this point. These poor assassins, murderers for
I would
hire.
even take some of their hair to just make it worse.
I love it. One of them's even balding, and you pluck
I
the back
pull his hair off.
the back of
Yep.
the side comb over
I
he
will
has.
keep a piece of you, and then there
I think
is
one
no
has a
corner.
Trump comb over. How dare you?
There is no corner in this world that you can hide that I would not find you. Okay.
So you guys show back up.
Yep.
To the castle. As you do, Triffica, the Shadow Lord, is out there with Smoot and a small contingent of guards to greet you.
Yep.
Triffica says, "These are them."
These are them.
He will walk up to. He's like, he will say, "Thank you for your hard work. We can salvage this. We can salvage this."
I can't bring the lords back. I tried.
I can work with that. Walks over to the four of them. He nods. Guards, execute these assassins.
Hold up one moment.
The guards start walking forward.
We may want to keep them around in case we need someone to explain what's going on to the Northern Lords.
Roll a persuasion check. DC is going to be 25.
32.
Yes!
The guards stop, and then they look back to the southern, and they say, my lord, he's right. They perhaps they could explain something. Perhaps their tongues have something yet to wag." Southern Trivicut looks back to them and he says, "Execute these assassins. I will have you executed." And then he looks at you guys.
Why murder them here in the street and not in front of everyone so that the truth can come out? What are you hoping to gain by keeping it secret?
I understand our politics are odd, Elf.
Yes.
Stop while you're ahead.
Memories of these men prove that an outside influence is trying to drive a wedge through the Empire.
I trust you and your word. You must execute these men. I understand your heroics. We have to do it now.
Why?
We must do this now.
Do an insight.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here like.
Something.
Go for it. Roll an insight check. Sadly, normally you roll a disadvantage because of his mask, but you have a straight roll.
Yep.
You have disadvantage. I'll accumulate your successes.
My first roll.
Zone of Truth did last 10 minutes, so I don't know if we've already met that 10 minutes or not.
Oh, he's got it right.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
yeah,
got it
okay.
right.
Just
Yeah,
checking.
probably all kinds of shielded. Disadvantage 12.
12.
25.
25. Okay, together,
Mm-hmm.
cumulatively your successes. You're both getting a read off that he has something planned. Not sure what. Distrustful little fuck. But he seems panicked that you're stopping this.
Understand that we're not trying to stop you. Understand that we just want to understand so that we can help salvage this situation. Keeping us locked out is not going to help.
He looks now back to the guards who are overhearing this entire conversation.
Can I telepathically speak to him? I know he's got.
You know he's got the mind. He's got the mind shielding on.
Yeah.
All right. Out loud, I'll just say, don't make the same mistake Nickel Cloud did. He thought he could save the Empire and manage every little thread in this spiderweb of politics, and he died for it.
Fine. If we bring them before the Emperor, and they will point out everything. Perhaps we will use the truth today. The truth shall set them free. At least their souls. Guards, escort these prisoners with these heroic lords and ladies. Bows you both and he says, "Follow me to the throne room. If these prisoners try to bite their tongue, throw it back.
I will fix it.
and he walks in to the throne room.
Like when he turns around. I'm like,
You are presented, all of you, with the assassins in the throne room. Before the king, they are bound, tied, everything possible. Like 9 different assassins looking at them.
Hey, mentally, quick question here, guys. How are you going to show the inside of their memories to everyone else? And not also psychically kill them?
I mean, I could cast Zone of Truth again, and
just make him say it out loud.
yeah. I mean, that's probably going to be the...
Is that still the truth for them, though? Don't they only know about the other lords hiring them?
Yeah, but
That's a good point.
is there anything, a way to like project memories or like a scry, like
Alter
show
memory.
A way to project memories would be like major image, which is a spell.
We know someone with that.
Oh, splendid.
It's not me. I could tag out.
Oh,
Saya's here. Like,
no.
do you have it too?
Does-
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
Does Saya enter the scene?
I will.
Perhaps
too.
Mauvais is going to watch over the princess. this
Fine,
time.
because Saya definitely has major image.
Saya
And there are other wizards, royal wizards in the court.
That's
right,
a good
too,
point,
so they
too.
could verify the authenticity, possibly, of.
One of them does have major image. You
I
can
would
trust me.
far prefer to be here as Mauvais,
Okay.
but Saya is available. I will tag her in if we need to.
Okay. So one of the wizards does have major image. If you're willing to link into his mind, he can project it.
And,
Perfect.
And
Kind of
you
like
can warn him
casting a
about,
screen, right?
And
with like a
Mauvais will,
projector.
warn him about the magic that is
Yes,
on it,
yes.
and then I will be ready to heal when it's over.
Yes.
So, you, this is the scene. Okay. Hey, Tom. Roll me a perception check.
Oh God.
Alright.
Yeah. Jack's been like hovering like directly behind us this whole time. We just can't see him.
Where is it? There it is. Okay, perception. 21.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, give me a minute.
Clear the board.
What are those rolls?
18 and 5.
Okay. Right back. Okay, you don't see anything. Okay. You sit. All of you stand in watch. You project into their minds. Your nose does bleed more. Roll me another intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, 15.
Okay. You take 32 psychic damage.
I will immediately start to.
You are under the charmed condition.
Oh, God damn it.
I do have advantage against being charmed.
Oh.
Would I get an advantage on the int save? Or...
You can roll again against the charmed effect, but not the psychic damage.
Okay. Natural one.
Oh, God.
You are charmed by Rajat.
Great.
Rajat, your friend.
Aura of Protection. +5 bonus to all your saving throws.
A 20 isn't enough.
Okay.
Alright then.
So, okay, you are charmed by Rajat. Your bestest good friend.
Of course.
As you project in and you see the face of Rajat, you see his face, and you begin projecting the image of what you see. The image distorts and changes from the last time you saw it. You see the assassins not go into the Lord's chamber, but instead go into the princess's chamber.
God damn it.
You see them conspiring with your characters to assassinate the Southern Lords. They bow to this. They kill the 2 guards outside. They're stowing their bodies inside the far closet on the other side of the hallway. You see them walk into the room, kill the lords, then disguise themselves with illusions as small squire boys, and you see them walk again back out into the hallway and have a conversation with Zorksan. Zorksan, as he covers a poison dagger outside the door. That scene, very little modification needed. And they receive payment and then they leave. The room is aghast at this scene that occurs. As it is, Zorksan, you look around panicked. You can roll me another perception check.
Less. 17.
Shit. You feel like that little fucker is in this room
So
somewhere.
while this is going on, and I start to see, because I've been literally sitting here,
Yeah.
as I'm starting to see that this is wrong,
Yep.
I would like to make use of all 150 concordance I have available to myself to stop this.
Decadic. Make me another int saving throw with advantage.
Would you like to roll a die for me, Cassie?
I will do it.
Yes, please roll a die for yes. Oh my god.
Get
That's
in there. 19 on the die.
19.
On the die.
On the die.
On the die.
Okay. You beat the 24 that is required. Just a few moments into this illusion, you see it break and the image shifts. It goes blurry and then it shifts back. So half of a quarter of what I said was beginning to happen, and the Movace calls into the other, and you break the connection between Rajat and his charmed condition, changing and manipulating what Decadic would see. The charm falls off you like water off a beaver's back. And you again project the image exactly as you guys expect it. So there's a minor distortion that had happened. And then it projects exactly what is to be seen. Some people are confused, like, did the scene change? Oh, no, it's magic. Oh, okay. People just seem to be more pacified right now as the feelings of joy permeate the room and the spring court.
I have come over and taken you by the arm when this happens, and I'm starting to heal you now. Because you have started pouring blood out your face.
Yeah, it's down your face, your
and I am
eyes,
starting,
your ears.
So I will start to heal you as well. But I am shoving you full of concordance at this point.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll say to the group, he's here, he's in this room. We need to find him now.
You will heal 31.
Thank you.
Yep.
The scene shows itself in its full. People are as gasped, seeing the Southern Lords dead, and this blurry figure just sitting in the middle. And the king says, I can't butch this butchery any more. Guards, take these assassins away. I will have the people do the people's work in the morning. It shall be done. Thank you, lords, ladies of the Nostromo, and Southern Lord. You will have your blood in the morning. We will answer this. This is an obvious attack of House Alphys, which has taken control of capital. We will march north retaking our homeland.
Hey, Tony, can I search extra for the Rajat that we know is here while he's talking?
Okay, you get one more check with that perception.
Cassie, would you like to roll it?
I would
for
love
him?
to. I would love to. No, go ahead. No, go ahead, Tom.
You can do it,
You
Tom.
can do it,
Oh,
Tom.
God. I got shit, but we'll try.
You can do it.
Oh, I goddamn. Another 17. Alright.
This fucker is
Bugger.
hard. This guy is hard to find. You know he's got to be in this room. He might be in a cat. Maybe he's like in the belfry, right? Is he possessing the guy to your left? Nope. Right?
So
Nope.
True Sight doesn't let you see him then?
True Sight can possibly let you see him, but he is also hidden.
How big is this room?
It's...
Maybe somebody puts reduced person on me, and I'm a little phoenix. I'm pocket size.
You know what? That might be. So your phoenix side is exploding down. You're just like,
Pocket size.
you know, that, you need potions of reduce for mechanical reasons, right?
Take it, and then phoenix shape, and then
Right,
maybe I'm
right.
not colossal anymore.
You're just a huge
huge.
phoenix.
It's fine. At least I won't light the carpets on fire.
right,
It's
right,
fine.
I like it.
Yeah.
Pocket size for your
Yeah.
convenience.
No one panic. The ceiling's on fire. Anyway, back to the scene. The Emperor sits down. He is exasperated. He has used all of his extrovert energy today.
Okay. He is who I'm gonna attend to next.
Yeah. You rush to his side.
I'm literally just trying to be a pillar of support.
As you rush to his side.
I'm maybe still
there's-
permeating with joy. I don't know.
Normally, somebody would stop you running to his side, but the joy in this room, everyone trusts you. Essentially, everyone is under the charmed effect by you. Everyone is charmed by you.
Great.
So you are let through.
Yep.
And he just relaxes.
Yep.
The Silver Lord bows, and sorry, not the Silver, the secret,
Shadow Lord.
the Shadow Lord bows, and Triffica will take these men below,
Fine.
leaving you victorious.
Oh God.
Is there anything else any of you want to do tonight?
Sleep.
I need sleep. We did magnificent manner. Now get
Yes.
in there.
Yes.
You learned soon thereafter since the lords are dead,
Mhm.
the prince has made a decree that the princess is just been pardoned.
Fantastic.
He only requires a written dictate at this time
Okay.
of her needing to.
And we've done that.
Yeah.
Yes.
wrote that.
We wrote
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we invite the Emperor into the manor too for the
Nope.
night.
he has a swarm of guards at this.
They're
point.
welcome as well. It's a
Everyone-
magnificent manor.
Everyone is welcome at this point.
The king is going to courtly say he cannot. There's like 3 wizards beside him. They're like, no, you're not going to another dimension.
We're
Fine.
not going into another dimension.
Fine. So we'll work with
Not on
her.
a school night, but
So we'll work with her. Get that signed.
That's
Get
yes.
that taken care of. Do we want to? When do we want to like make her a kid again? When do we want to do that? Because Saya has wish, and I can.
Do it before we go to.
That's what
Before
I'm
we sleep?
wondering if we want to do that before we go to sleep or not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
If all it needs is a written decree, then yeah. Then I mean for thematics, you know.
For thematics, she lays down to go to sleep.
Mhm.
Saya Bonevale will come to her,
Mhm.
and she will awaken the next morning a young lady.
Fantastic. Thank goodness. Wonderful. Maeve is haggard. She is fucking haggard. This day sucks so bad.
I got tissues up my nose.
Yes.
Putting in eye drops. It just
Yeah, you got punched in the face a lot today.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, is there anything else any of you want to do tonight? Or do we leave it for the next morning, where our adventurers will pick up a whole world ahead of them, and Hastur, the King in Yellow, sitting in wait with his Well, that's for tomorrow.
Yeah. I can tell you, and it might be like an outside thing. Mauvais would visit Bravaxis in a dream.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She would
Oh,
definitely
wow.
do that.
Fake
Really look for an outside thing or not, Cassie.
What?
I said I think it's up to you if that needs to be off stream or not.
Shut up.
Do we need a fade to black?
No.
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 Next game, do you want to pick up on that?
Fine.
We'll start off next game with that.
As if you don't want to waste everyone's time with it too. We don't have to.
I don't
do
think
it
we're
as-
going to waste anyone's time with that.
No,
No, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'll provide the appropriate artwork. to
It's only
illustrate.
it's only 11, guys. Come on.
Jesus Christ. All of you, mine's in the gutter. I love it. Okay. So,
50 Shades of Zorksan. Is that what he said?
so we will pick up with the dream sequence, and then we will pick up on the morrow. And roughly just set the tone, right, of what's happening so far in the campaign. You know that obviously Haster, King in Yellow, you need to take him down. That's more than that. That's definitely a you job, right? That's going to be like, you need powerful guys that are going to do it. You're the guys that are going to do it. But you do know that if you don't take care of the other elemental ports for the resonance, you're going to be fighting a lot of them. You know, as soon as one gets attacked, though, the game's on. And you might be fighting it and Haster. You have to attack all the locations at one time. Obviously, there's only a couple of you, so who's going to go to the other nodes? To clean those out while you guys fight Haster. You don't have to go after all of them. But mechanically, he's going to have a little extra backup for every node that you don't take down.
You can
I'm
discuss
okay with
that
you not-
with Bravaxis.
I sure could. That is definitely a conversation I could have with Bravaxis.
Definitely somebody powerful or a group
I
of
can
powerful
change
people.
him,
need to-
Tom.
Yeah. You to go after each node separately. So let me know what you guys think. Think about that, digest it, because your characters understand that. You as players, when we come back tomorrow, not tomorrow, next Friday, for episode 299.
100.
Sorry, 199. Have all that preparation done, and potentially in episode 199, be prepared to possibly start battle with Haster, if not in episode 200, depending on how long you guys take gathering and preparing. So, we might just end it on episode 200, who knows? So that's probably going to be a long,
Yeah.
crazy fight.
Unless we want to start early at like 8 a.m. in the morning and just plow through an entire day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, good job, guys. Awesome job. You guys undid almost every political machination that had been planned. I am proud. You have outwitted me.
We're at level 20. We are trying to wrap this campaign up.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys next time.
Oh boy.